This is the Buzz Adams Morning Show podcast. Barstool Talk Daily. Except it's really early in the morning and no booze. For the most part. Q95.5.
The Buzz Adams Morning Show, Monday through Friday, 5 to 10. KLAQ and KLAQ HD1, El Paso, a town square media station.
Make up your mind. Decide to walk with me around the lake tonight, around the lake tonight, by my side. By my side. I'm not gonna lie, I'll not be a gentleman
gentle freaks.
Who are you calling a freak?
You and your whole freak show. You're a freak.
Freak.
Well, that definitely is clarifying.
What a freak. Freaky.
I'll tell you what's freaky.
Freaky Hump Day.
Never heard of it.
Never heard of it.
We're trying something new. The grassroots viral campaign.
Now your freak flag's flying. Let the freak out begin.
Showtime.
Time to wake up.
Wake up time.
Wow, you are so not a morning person.
Get out.
You need to cheer up.
How do you suggest I do that?
There's nothing funnier than morning radio.
Where would I find that? On the radio?
It's on right now.
All right, not a morning person.
A little slow on the uptake.
Can we start soon?
Let's get this show on the road.
It's showtime from the KLAQ studios in beautiful sunny El Paso, Texas. It's time for the Buzz Adams Morning Show.
Thank you so much. Good morning. And welcome, everybody, to our Wednesday show. It's not close enough to quibble about it. Donald Trump is going to be president. Donald Trump won the election in a fairly commanding way yesterday. And a lot of people are questioning, would Joe Biden have done better against Donald Trump? He beat him in 2020. Also, we got our eye on local elections. It looks like Alberto, is that you?
That is me, yes.
What are you doing? Wait, I hear Joanna, too.
Yeah, I'm here, too.
You two are never supposed to be here at the same time.
The whole gang's here.
Wait, where's Nico?
That's a good question. I think that's a question we ask ourselves every morning.
He took the election really rough.
Yeah.
Late to work. Who gives a
All right. As I was saying, in the local elections, looks like there's going to be a runoff between mayor.
I didn't even know what's going on in the local elections. Give me the update on that.
You voted, right?
I did, yeah, but I wasn't keeping up with what was going on there.
And did you vote in the local parts?
I did, yeah.
Okay.
But I was busy all night watching Steve Kornacki.
Yeah. Sleeves rolled up.
Yep. Tie loosened up a bit.
Yeah, right. I wrote an article on Monday, and it was Voter's Guide for Mayor. And it basically, I said there are 8 candidates, but there are only 2 that are really in it. It's those 2 that are going to have a runoff. That's former city councilman Brian Kennedy and El Paso business founder and civic leader Renard Johnson. Those are the 2 candidates who remain after this. There'll have to be a runoff in that. You can read my article at KLAQ.com because I interviewed both Renard and Brian over the past couple of... Isn't that great when there's a possibility that there are two guys that could be mayor?
And we had
and I
both
know
of
them
in.
both on a first name basis.
Yeah.
That's what makes me a power broker. I am definitely going to extend that invitation back to both candidates.
Of course.
And talk to both of them, maybe separately, and then maybe we do one all together. We do like a round table with the candidates. James Montoya, we can go ahead and say confidently, is the new district attorney of El Paso. And that is a really interesting one to get into. So
we had him on the show, too, yeah.
Yeah, he was here, I think, just last week or the week before. Replacing appointed Republican Bill Hicks as the district attorney. We interviewed both of those candidates, but it looks like James Montoya is going to be El Paso's next district attorney. And let me just talk about that one for a little bit. I think some of it's a frustration vote. There are some people who just don't know why. It seems like the Walmart shooter trial is moving at a glacial pace.
Right.
And they're very upset. And that would go, who's ever in office. Now, both candidates, both Johnson and Bill Hicks, both said,
Montoya, James Montoya.
What'd I say?
Johnson.
Oh, yeah, James Montoya and Hicks both said it's not that simple, and there are many complicated machinations that are necessary to go through. So both of them said that this thing is not going to move faster than it's going to move. Or was this an example of a down ballot punishment just because there's so many people in El Paso that are opposed to Donald Trump are opposed to Governor Greg Abbott, who appointed Bill Hicks, that Hicks, who I don't have a single bad thing to say about, suffered. He paid the price for things that he wasn't involved in. That could be a bit of what's going on. It looks like the bond issue for the county medical examiner's facility passed, but barely. It looks like a lot of them, a lot of the bond proposals passed, but many of them by a percentage point or two. So there was a lot of some of those races were very, very razor thin. We're gonna have a regular show. I got a lot of calls. I'm gonna let you folks that are happy call in. I'm gonna let you folks that are sad call in. We've already gotten some of both. Joanna Barba is going to have the Hollywood Cheesemay on the way. What's coming up today in the Hollywood Cheesemay?
It's that time of year again. Mariah Carey is embarking on her Christmas tour, which includes a 20-city holiday tour. I'll let you know if she's coming anywhere near us.
Okay, yeah, okay. Is that a thing? She does that?
Okay,
every
I learned
year
that
she goes
today
out.
too.
I know the Trans-Siberian does, but I never heard about the Mariah. I mean, it makes sense, I guess.
I guess, yeah, that makes sense. She's kind of the queen of Christmas.
Like Joanna is the queen of Halloween.
Yeah, you think I'm going to stop wearing this sweater just because Halloween's
Joanna is still wearing her magnificent Halloween sweater.
It's very warm.
With pumpkins. Too.
And I haven't gotten out my winter
those
clothes.
Are some nice pumpkins she has in that
Thank
sweater.
you, guys.
Okay,
Thank you so much.
Let's take a look at El Paso weather. I know we were looking earlier in the week. Looks like we're going to have some rain coming up. That is still in the forecast. Not today, though. Partly cloudy. 72 is going to be the high temperature. Look at winds between 10 and 15 miles an hour. Might be a little on the gusty side today. Tomorrow, though, we're going to see it get a lot cooler. So from 72 for today's high to 58 for tomorrow's high temperature. We're also going to see a 20 to 30% chance of rain popping up throughout the day on Thursday, overnight into Friday, but then the sun's going to come out and play on Friday. Sunny 58 is the golfers' forecast for Friday. Sunny 63 light winds. That's A+. Friday and Saturday, A+. Sunday, mostly sunny, 68. Light winds under 5 miles an hour. That also is an A+ for golf. The golfers' forecast is brought to you by Painted Dunes Desert Golf Course. You can set up all your tee times and reservations by going to painteddunes.com. Get ready for some fun. It's the Turkey Shoot Tournament on November 23rd at Painted Dunes Desert Golf Course. 90-day entry fee. It's a two-person team with a 666 format. There are prizes that are going to be given away. You could win a turkey.
Ooh.
And it's happening November 23rd. Is that
Nico and Jimmy?
No.
Oh, man.
What?
I was wondering, is it the 23rd sometimes Thanksgiving? I was wondering
Sometimes
if they are having it on
it's really
Thanksgiving.
late this year.
It is.
It's not till the 28th, I think.
It's almost December for Thanksgiving this time around.
Right.
And
third to last day of November? What? I can't wait that long.
Anyway, two-person teams, you can secure your spot, enjoy a fantastic day of golf with great food and drinks, chance to win a turkey, and more. Visit painteddunes.com. That's painteddunes.com, or call the Pro Shop, 915-821-2122. 915-821-2122. Man, I was really hoping Nico was going to be on time, that he's taking this head on. Also, a lot of the calls, especially the gloating calls, are directed toward Nico.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, I saw something.
He has to bear the brunt of it. We can't do it for him.
Yeah, no, we'll bear. I'll bear my own amount of the brunt, and Joanna gets some brunt as well.
Some.
We're going to come back and have Today in Sound Clips. We're going to hear from Donald Trump. We're not going to hear from Kamala Harris because at her election watch party, she left the venue without addressing the crowd.
Right.
We've got all that coming up today in Sound Clips on the way here in just a few minutes.
The Daily Calendar.
Today, November 6th.
All kinds of unexpected delights today. If you see Fabio shirtless in leather pants and a leather vest playing a saxophone, that's because it's National Saxophone Day. If you're on a diet, this is Nacho Day. No, it's National Nacho Day. In Canada, today's National Ladies Learning Code Day, promoting women in tech.
My wife is excellent at codes.
And that's your Daily Calendar.
Hey, it's Daniel Paulus. I'll be along starting at 3 with everything from Aerosmith to Nirvana to
AutoZone.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Offer valid for AutoZone Rewards members. Restrictions apply.
We're back. Buzz is back.
Hey, right on, Buzz.
Buzz in the Morning Show, 95.5 The Q.
Let me tell you about our latest concert trip giveaway, and then we'll get into Today in Sound Clips. This is a trip to see Motley Crue in Vegas. They're doing a residency, and if you win this contest, April 4th is the date of the show you're going to at Park MGM. Here's what the prize includes. Tickets to the Motley Crue show, airfare for two, hotel, the 35th anniversary Dr. Feelgood box set. I'm just doing a little math in my head. So 30 would have been 25. Yeah, it probably came out in 89, 90. That's right. And you also get $500 spending cash. Listen for code words. And every time you hear a new code word, one you haven't heard. And Joanna, do you know, are they words or numbers this time around? Because
they are words.
They are words.
And
okay.
Glenn and I forget who else.
Daniel's going to have a couple.
They do a really good job of saying the word, repeating it, and spelling it for you.
All right, so they're going to give you all that. Listen for the code words, which you then want to enter on the KLAQ mobile app to have increased chances of winning this great trip. And the code words are given out Monday through Friday. The first one at 10 a.m. approximately, 2 p.m., 5 p.m., and once during Loudwire nights around 8. Win Motley Crue in Vegas, courtesy of Live Nation and Big Machine Label Group on 95.5 KLAQ. All right, let's go ahead and pull the Band-Aid off and get to Today in Sound Clips.
And now, Today in Sound Clips.
All of the day's news with accompanying sound bites and actualities. Well, it seems official. Donald Trump has been elected as the 47th president. During his speech this morning, so late last night, Donald Trump thanked the American people.
I want to thank the American people for the extraordinary honor of being elected your 47th president and your 45th president. And to every citizen, I will fight for you, for your family, and your future. Every single day, I will be fighting for you.
A little more from Donald Trump talking about how he will fight for every American citizen that voted for him.
And to every citizen, I will fight for you, for your family, and your future. Every single day, I will be fighting for you, and with every breath in my body, I will not rest until we have delivered the strong, safe, and prosperous America that our children deserve and that you deserve.
Trump says, get ready, because this will be a golden age for America.
This will truly be the golden age of America. That's what we have to have. This is a magnificent victory for the American people that will allow us to make America great again.
Again. Trump says that he will govern with this motto in mind.
I will govern by a simple motto: promises made, promises kept. We're going to keep our promises. Nothing will stop me from keeping my word to you, the people. We will make America safe, strong, prosperous, powerful, and free again.
And the vice president-elect is Hillbilly Elegies, J.D. Vance, who thanked President Trump.
I appreciate you allowing me to join you on this incredible journey. I thank you for the trust that you placed in me. And I think that we just witnessed the greatest political comeback in the history of the United States of America.
Some of the stars in attendance were UFC or one of those fighting leagues, Dana White. RFK Jr. was there. Marco Rubio, who Trump used to call Lil Marco. Who else was there? Was Rogan there?
I have no idea.
Yeah, I wonder if Rogan was there. Back to J.D. Vance for a second. The vice president-elect says that they will lead the greatest comeback in history.
And under President Trump's leadership, we're never going to stop fighting for you, for your dreams, for the future of your children. And after the greatest political comeback in American history, we're going to lead the greatest economic comeback in American history under Donald Trump's leadership.
All right, so we're not hearing many clips from Kamala Harris because apparently she scooted and didn't address the crowd that was gathered last night. Well, somebody came out and on her behalf and said, not all the votes have been tallied, so the vice president will not be speaking tonight. So I got to go to some other sources for the Kamala Harris side of things, okay? There's a woman who says that she tells the future using asparagus and that her asparagus told her that Kamala Harris is going to win. Here is Jemima Packington. Alberto, please. Jemima is a very popular name in the UK.
I didn't know. I'm sorry.
Here is now. If you can laugh
sorry.
you can laugh at the last name if you want to. Here is Jemima Packington talking about how she uses asparagus to predict the future.
So I would take the asparagus and then I would cast it on a flat surface and it makes patterns and I'm able to interpret the patterns and make predictions from the patterns that I see.
Well, time to throw out that asparagus because she predicted a Kamala win.
That asparagus was bad.
Again, we can't play any Kamala audio because I'm not sure there is any yet.
Right.
But a woman in New Hampshire named Kamala Harris was an undecided voter, and she was interviewed about having the same name as Kamala Harris. She also gets hit up by people online wanting money because they think she is the vice president. Wait a minute, who are these people that aren't used to whenever you get hit up online, it's Kamala Harris asking you for money. It's not the other way around. I can't believe as late as 5 o'clock last night, I was still getting fundraising texts. It's like, what are you going to do now?
There were so many memes.
So about the fundraising text?
There's one like those. Like,
it's 4:30 in the afternoon, people.
There's one where they were like projecting already that she was going to lose, and it's all like, "Oh, I'm sorry, Kamala. Just saw this. Do you still need $30?"
I guess James Carville can get off of his hands and knees because I've gotten that one from James Carville at least a dozen times. So here's the other Kamala Harris vote, an undecided voter out of New Hampshire.
I feel like it'd be really, really silly just to vote for somebody because they have my name without doing any research or knowing what they stand for. So Kamala supports abortion, which I really like. Trump says that he supports weed, which I really like. One was for $5,000 for someone's mother's surgery.
Okay. Kamala Harris disappointed her supporters that were gathered at Howard University, her alma mater, last night. One of the co-chairs of her campaign, it fell upon this person to go out and make the announcement that they would not be hearing from the woman of the hour.
We still have votes to count, so you won't hear from the vice president tonight, but you will hear from her tomorrow. She will be back to address not only the HU family, not only to address her supporters, but to address the nation.
I just have a feeling that if she'd won, she would have talked to all the people there.
I think so.
There's a story here about the Goonies house from the movie in Astoria, Oregon, which is still, not only is it standing, it's a popular tourist attraction.
Yeah, I think the new owner bought it, and he was like, yeah, all the Goonies can come visit it.
The guy who owns the house, but one of his neighbors put up a sign to keep fans away saying, Goonies not welcome. So the owner of the home put up his own sign saying, hey, you guys, Goonies welcome.
Yes.
Well, here's a third neighbor. This guy's name is Phil, who is featured in a new documentary all about famous houses. Does that sound interesting?
Yeah, that does, actually.
I think the Texas Chainsaw Massacre house is in a different city 200 miles away and is a bed and breakfast now.
It is. It's a restaurant.
Yeah. So this is Phil talking about, the back and forth about the Goonie house. And then you're going to hear from a guy who is one of the Goonie fans who went to this house.
Here's the statistic I will give you, and I think this is basically true in life. About 3% of the human race are assholes. The other 97%.
Hold on a second. I gotta listen to that. I was not expecting something so profound.
I'm going to keep that as a soundbite. Yeah.
So profound. From the neighbor of the Goonies house.
Yeah.
Here's the statistic I will give you, and I think this is basically true in life. About 3% of the human race are assholes. The other 97% are well-meaning, well-intentioned, polite, all of the things that you want to see out of humanity. That 3% shouldn't wreck it for everybody else.
We came to get pictures of that house and film that house. You can't blame me for running up there. If you're going to buy that house, be prepared for that. Don't buy a house like that and expect no one to take pictures of it.
It almost sounds like he's the 3% that the guy was talking about.
Yeah, kind of, because the owner says, Goonies welcome.
Well, that's right. The owner of the house itself, Goonies welcome. The owner, the current owner, bought the house 2 years ago for $1.65 million.
Ooh. And
he loves the movie. The documentary that features the Goonie house and others is called The House from Ellipsis.
Oh, cool.
And streams on Prime.
That's a lot better than the dude who owns the Nightmare on Elm Street house.
Why? What does he do?
He will purposely put out things so that people won't take pictures in front of the door. You know how the door was like so iconic and it was red? He painted it blue. Man. And so when people go and try and take pictures, he'll put like his trash cans out purposely in front of it so that people can't take a picture at Nancy's house.
I was going to say that's the door that Nancy at the very end gets dragged through the tiny little window.
Yeah.
So here's the thing about the Goonies house. There are only 5 houses, 5 on the street.
Oh, wow.
It's a private drive, but it's not gated. No cars are allowed, so people walk up to where the Goonie house is. How would you feel about it if that was on your otherwise very private street, that there are just, random strangers coming up taking pictures?
I guess if I were a neighbor, I'd be like, ugh, those Goonies are back.
Yeah, you would hate the Goonies after a while.
But I wouldn't be a full-on Troy and be like, you guys suck.
Wait, what is a Troy?
Troy is the guy who's the nemesis in the Goonies. He's trying to get rid of the Goondocks.
The Fratelli brothers?
No. The guys who are taking the house.
I got a few other stories here. A lot of these have to do with entertainment, but let me get to a nice post-Halloween story here. A postal worker in Florida named Candy Young was on the clock when she saved the life of a toddler who was choking on Halloween candy.
Oh, my.
Here is Morgan Osborne, either the mother or the father, I'm not sure which, who says that the mail carrier, Candy, saved her child's life from choking on candy.
We did get to text each other, and I did let her know, how grateful I am for her, and honestly, she saved my child's life.
Question that I don't know if anybody had, but it's answered now. You remember at the end of Saltburn when Barry Keoghan dances naked through the house?
Trust me, I remember the end of Saltburn very vividly.
Okay. If there's nudity, she remembers.
I don't know what that means, but okay.
I remember it very well.
Barry Keoghan says he did not wear a prosthetic anything. And that was all him.
That's all me. That's all me.
So here's Barry Keoghan.
It was all me, and again, no, but it was, and it was a thing that I didn't really bat an eyelid to. I would bat an eyelid if it didn't fit the story.
It was all him.
The bride of the Golden Bachelor for what, 2 weeks?
Yeah.
They were married 2 weeks. Do you remember her name?
Teresa.
Teresa Nist.
Wow.
Yes. She kind of hints that it wasn't just the distance that ended their relationship. So here she is talking about her very brief marriage to the Golden Bachelor. Jerry or Gary?
Gary.
Gary.
Like SpongeBob's snail.
I truly wanted to have our home together. I was willing to move. I wanted to have our big home where our family could come visit us. I didn't want to go back and forth to our homes. I wanted to have an established base with a beautiful home together with Gary.
All right. But I guess none of that worked out. Maybe because you met somebody on a game show, only knew him for a couple of weeks, and only went on one date. We're going to have throughout the day reactions to yesterday's election. We're going to start off first with the winner of the election. And if you're hearing it from me first, congratulations, Donald Trump.
And now, the next president, Donald J. Trump.
We did it, people. We did it. I am your glorious president once again. It was a bloodbath, but we did it. They tried to assassinate me twice, but I ducked and beat the bullet, people. Melania, your queen, is here by my side, America. January 20th, we get down to business because we won. We beat the fake news and the woke mob and even the French fryer at McDonald's. Plus, I'm not going to jail, and I won't have to pay hundreds of millions of dollars in fines. But most importantly, let me say it, Kamala, you're fired. Thank you, America.
This has been President-elect Donald Trump.
Buzz, you've talked about Donald Trump for the last 4 years, or 50% of your show. And today, 10 minutes in, you're talking about the Goonies. You and Nico could suck it.
Well, it is nice to see that Donald Trump's followers are hoping to reconcile with the rest of America and behave better than their candidate, but so much. We talked about Donald Trump for 10 minutes. You're about right. We talked about Donald Trump for 10 minutes. Do you want me to talk? Do you want me to talk about him for 20 minutes? How many different ways can I say he won? And then we have the Goonies story. Honestly,
and we can also talk about the Goonies. Go
I honestly do not know what people want.
Right.
Some people, I honestly do not know what it is you want from me. Finally, Kamala Harris is finally addressing her followers. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
And now Vice President Kamala Harris.
Hi, folks. Yeah, I know it's disappointing, but unfortunately, we couldn't pull it off. I want to congratulate Donald Trump, the next president of the United States. I'm so sad, which is, the opposite of happy. Happy was actually the name of a song by Pharrell Williams. He's in that new Lego movie.
Yeah.
Legos are a very popular toy, but you know what? I really don't like it when I step on Legos, that's for sure. It really hurts my feet. So if I'm at somebody's house and they have kids, I make sure to, watch out for Legos on the ground. I don't want to be cutting up my tootsies. Anyway, I forgot what I was talking about. Oh, right. We lost. Bummer.
This has been Vice President Kamala Harris.
Hey, it's Chuck, your host for Loudwire Nights. Tonight at 7, we will rock the borderland with the best rock ever made and the best rock being made. Special guests, birthday and anniversary celebrations, and every night at 10
is for new pre-love your fashion. eBay. Things people love.
Live from the KLAQ studios, the Buzz Adams Morning Show. Courtesy of Glasheen, Vyas, and Enderman Personal Injury Lawyers at GVILaw.com.
We're going to get to the Mo Show calendar, daily almanac of events coming up in just a few minutes. Hey, minor football is going to be on KLAQ this week because of a scheduling conflict. This week's UTEP Miners football game against, Kennesaw State is going to air on KLAQ. The Miners have one win, and I think Kennesaw State has 2 wins. I could be off.
One win. They're 1 and 7.
So they're both 1 and 7 or 1 and 8 teams.
Yes, the one win team Super Bowl.
Oh, Nelly! What an exciting spectacle it's sure to be. If you want to follow the miners without getting sick to your stomach from what you see, listen to the radio. It's normally on 600 ESPN. What the hell is that?
So sorry, this microphone.
A ghost.
It's usually on 600 ESPN, but it's going to be on KLAQ. This Saturday, our broadcast live from the Sun Bowl starts with the pregame show at 1 p.m. And don't forget, after each Miner game, Miner Talk with Adrian Broadus, but that is still going to air on 600 ESPN El Paso. So you could call in to 600 ESPN and let your thoughts be known. UTEP is 1-8. Kennesaw State is 1-7. Is this UTEP's chance to actually win another game? And it is the final home game, isn't it?
Yes, their final home game, and I'm going to be very honest, Buzz. In my opinion, this is their last opportunity, true opportunity, where this is in reach to win a game.
Okay, after that, they're not going to win anymore.
It gets significantly harder because your next game's against Tennessee, out in Tennessee, in front of over 50,000. And then you have to travel out to play New Mexico State at the end of the season, out and in Las Cruces, so you haven't done well on the road.
All right. I got the Mo Show calendar. That's standing by. You want to hear a few phone calls?
Okay.
Okay. Joanna, why don't you come in here?
I'll go in there. Yeah.
I haven't gotten a hold of Nico.
He didn't answer me
It's
either.
45 minutes after the start of the show.
don't think
He's in the fetal position, just crying.
Well, that's what everybody's going to assume. If Nico
I
doesn't
know,
show
I
up
know.
today,
I'm like,
you're going to
dude.
look like the biggest pussy in the world.
Exactly.
Buzz!
You don't have to beep that.
Oh, I was like, oh my goodness. Someone took down my beautiful list of cuss words here.
When I say the P word, I'm talking about a cat.
Yeah.
Sure.
Old man Jenkins.
Good morning, guys. I just wanted to let you know that I'm tuning in today to be cheered up, to be distracted by now what will be the future of the country. I did vote for Kamala Harris, and I woke up not surprised at all by the outcome or where it's trending, and I was kind of like, busting my brain, like, well, why? What could be? Why do people vote this way? And then I started to think, other than normal stuff like.
I guess that's where the call ends.
Oh.
That's all she had to say.
Maybe disconnected. I think, and I hope I'm not the first one bringing this up, but it seems like America has a problem voting for a woman for president.
Kind of, right?
Not for other things, not for senator, or governor, or I guess vice president now is okay. But I wonder if Democrats aren't going to have, a hard conversation about how would Biden have done? If Biden had stuck in it. He did not go willingly, by the way. I just want to let you know. They're saying that he patriotically, graciously stepped aside. No, I think they had to duct tape him to a chair or something. But is there a thing where, and when I say Americans maybe are unwilling to vote for a woman, that goes for women, I know. Like most of the older women I know think.
Yeah.
I saw
I did hear
yesterday,
that
I
a
saw
lot.
Fox's coverage, and what's the one? She's blonde, but not as pretty as the other blonde, Laura Ingraham. So she was saying, that's ridiculous, saying that women won't vote for a woman. Meet the women I know. They'll straight up tell you a woman doesn't belong as president. Those are women who grew up in the 50s and 60s that I'm talking about.
Right.
Yeah.
So what would happen if the Republicans ran a woman? I don't know. But you have to ask yourself, are we still 100 years away from America being in a place that would vote for a woman for president? Because they just did it in Mexico. And you know how machismo Mexico.
Yeah.
He's not wrong.
Did you know that they have a lady president now?
Yes.
She's in office already and everything. Doing her thing. They beat us
Good
to the
morning,
punch.
guys. Just want to say congratulations to Trump. The people have spoken. And, now the people are going to get what they deserve. That's what they voted for. So enjoy the ride the next 4 years. See how it goes. Anyways, love your show. Have a good one.
All right. I'm getting a lot of calls from people that I could tell were not going for Trump, and they sound so gloomy. and so down in the dumps.
Right.
And I want to say, you should be happy. We are living in the most interesting period in American history. Whatever's going on, whatever happens in the future, it's going to be taken on by people who are able to drag themselves out of bed and face reality and get to work. It's not the end of the world. There's a chance it could be the end of a lot of the democratic processes that we know, and RFK Jr., who has a worm in his brain, might be running the CDC.
Oh, God.
Joe Rogan could be the UN ambassador. Who knows? Hulk Hogan, for as many times as Hulk Hogan showed up, he's got to get like
He's probably going to get something.
labor secretary or something. Guys,
heck yeah, brother.
Don't sound like losers. We got work to do. We got a future to face together. We got to start working on it and get out of any kind of doldrums you're in. Post haste immediately.
Post haste.
All right, you ready for the Mo Show calendar and
let's hit
daily
it.
almanac of events? Here we go. This is where you start playing the
daily calendar.
The daily calendar music.
Yes.
That's correct.
It's right here.
All right. There we go.
Did it.
I cannot do it without my music.
I can't believe it either.
Let's talk about different weeks, the week that's being observed. This is Drowsy Driving Prevention Week. Guy, I used to work in a midnight to 6 shift when I worked at the Cat in Oklahoma City.
Uh-huh.
And I would already be falling asleep on my way into work. So I would do anything. I would stop. Like if there was snow outside, I would get out and I would smush snow in my face and put snow like down my pants.
Ooh.
Like anything to keep me awake. It was only a 25-minute drive.
That'll shrink it up.
I didn't care at that point. I just didn't want to drive off the road and kill myself or somebody else.
True.
Today is National Animal Shelter Appreciation Week. Today is Polar Bear Week, or this week is Polar Bear Week. It's Children's Book Week. International Stress Awareness Week. Well, that's timely.
I want to know whose idea it was to put Halloween, daylight saving, and the election,
within
a few
3 days of each other.
I can't handle it.
I can't handle this.
And today, let's focus here on Wednesday, November the 6th. It is International Stress Awareness Day.
Today of all days.
It's not even the week. This is the day of the week of stress awareness. Today is Marijuana Recreational Legislation Day. Colorado and Washington became the first states. I don't know why they picked this date, but in Florida they had it on they had a measure on the ballot that would legalize. I don't know if it was recreational or if you had to have a doctor's note or whatever, but they're essentially the same thing. They voted it down.
Wow.
Yeah, the state most associated with meth doesn't want marijuana.
They want just the blue stuff. None of the green.
Today is National Nachos Day.
Yum.
And they nachos.
And Saxophone Day. I like me a good sax solo in the middle of like an 80s song. Birthdays today include Oscar winner Emma Stone, who is 36. She won her Oscar for La La Land. And because of that, I had to go all the way up to the damn Griffith Observatory with my daughter.
Ooh.
Guess what?
What?
You're not there by yourself like those two are, and you don't get to dance because it's packed.
Did you see, though, a lot of people trying to do the dance and like record themselves for TikTok or something?
Well, don't they dance in the air in that movie?
Okay, yeah. Good point.
They're dancing like Charlie and the Chocolate Factory and Grandpa. So 36 birthday, 36 years old for Emma Stone. Lamar Odom is 45. He's a retired Laker and a retired Kardashian. Come on, I thought Alberto would think that one was funny.
Sorry.
Thandie Newton. Do you know who Thandie Newton is?
Yes, I do.
What do you know her from?
Oh, God. What
This is
do
going
I
to be
know her
really,
from?
really embarrassing. I know her from one of the robots on Westworld. She was in that Solo, Han Solo standalone movie.
Uh-huh.
She played Condoleezza Rice in W.
Didn't she come out in Interview with the Vampire? The movie? The movie.
Oh, my goodness.
I think that's where I know her
I
from.
remember her as the hot chick in Norbert.
What a great memory. What a great memory.
I've never seen that one.
Was
I missed
Norbert
that
the one
one.
where he's dressed up as
Yeah.
Rasputina, the girlfriend?
Oh.
Like, it's him in a fat woman suit, right? Yeah, I think the character's name was Rasputina.
That's funny.
Oh.
Is that
yes.
am I getting the right movie?
Yes,
Hey,
yes, yes.
buddy, look at you. What happened?
Yeah, Trump 2024,
Yeah,
baby.
I'm MAGA. I'm all in.
Why not?
This is the way the country wants to go.
Let's do it. You can't
Yeah.
beat him. Join him.
Good to hear from you, Nico.
Sandy Newton is 52, and she's naked a lot in Westworld.
Whoa.
Just saying.
Oh, good for her.
Pulling it up now.
Yeah, she is.
Pulling it out now is more like it.
Please don't. I'm still in the studio.
Okay, come over here. Rebecca Romaine, who used to be known as Rebecca Romaine Stamos, is 52 today.
Mystique?
Number one.
She was Mystique in the old X-Men movies, and Nico just did a reference to Star Trek Strange New World.
Yeah, she is.
Oh, that she plays number one.
Yeah, she plays the lieutenant or the commander.
Dang, Rebecca Romaine is still looking great then.
She does look good.
My very good friend, I always tell people about my very good friend, close personal confidant, Ethan Hawke is 54.
I do that too.
I got a picture with him.
And then I do the same thing. I'm like, that's my good friend.
Yeah,
and then
that's
I
my good
point to the picture that I have on my mantle at home. And that is me with my friend Ethan Hawke.
Put the picture of you and Ethan Hawke on your mantle place?
Yes, I have every picture for when I met somebody on a mantle.
In public or just like in your
At my
private
house.
I know, but can
in a frame?
Yeah, in a frame.
Get
So when
up.
people come over, I can be like,
can
that's my
point to
good
it.
friend Jonathan Davis of Corn.
other people can see it?
Other people can see it.
That's the point.
Yeah, right? That's the point of taking a picture.
I don't know why you wouldn't be like just you have a private like idol like Helga in Hey Arnold.
In the closet? No.
Anyway, Ethan Hawke is 54.
Love him.
From the band Living Colour, Corey Glover is 60. You know, the Cult of Personality song.
Donald Glover's brother.
You know, now you make me question. I mean, it's not that uncommon of a name. He could also be Danny Glover's son, but he's not.
That's a good point.
And Maria Shriver, one of the Kennedy, member of the Kennedy family, and formerly married for decades to Arnold Schwarzenegger. You think she's hired another housekeeper now that she's on her own, or is it like the coast is clear? I could hire a Guatemalan. Arnold cheated with the housekeeper.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah, I saw that.
Sally Field is 78 from Forrest Gump, The Flying Nun, Norma Ray, Mrs. Doubtfire. The list goes on and on. All the Smokey and the Bandit movies. Sally Field's 78 years old today. And as I mentioned, look at this, Nico. I'm going to highlight it for you. Today is International Stress Awareness Day.
I know, right?
Perfectly timed. This is Stress Awareness Day. Here's a public service announcement.
Take a deep breath. It's National Stress Awareness Day, and the election is finally over. That's right. No more political ads interrupting your favorite shows. No more, I'm so-and-so and I approve this message. Just sweet, peaceful silence. Enjoy it. Savor it. Relax. Because the 2028 campaign starts tomorrow. Oh, no! Happy Stress Awareness Day.
The Buzz Adams Morning Show, Monday through Friday, 5.
Child support.
January 31st, the Plaza Theater. Tickets available at ElPasoLive.com or Ticketmaster.com.
Local and loco.
Don't you know I'm loco?
The Buzz Adams Morning Show, 95.5 KLAQ.
Good morning, everybody. So for everybody who was worried that it was going to take weeks and weeks to know the results of the election.
Trump 2024, woo! MAGA, baby.
Got a lot of phone calls coming in. each more insulting than the last.
Are a bunch of people like really just digging in?
I don't want to hear
To you.
that. I saw like a bunch of them.
Look, dudes, I already know that Trump won.
Yeah, we all know. All right.
But guess what? I'm not down about it.
Me either.
Nah, man.
Because this is my country as much as it's his country. I got as much at stake in this country as he
Sure.
does, or as Kamala does, for that matter.
Oh, yes, hey, Buzz Nico, I listened to you guys for a long time, ever since Buzz said to kill Selena.
Okay, all right. I want to back that up.
Did you?
No.
Are you?
say that?
Are you a Yolanda Saldivar apologist?
Your Honor.
No, this is a clear case of somebody getting their facts mixed up. When Selena died, not me, Howard Stern on his show, which was syndicated at the time in El Paso, went off on a rant on Selena and about how her music sucks. And they took him off the radio in El Paso.
Oh, snap.
And I claimed victory. I said,
Wait, they took him off the radio
because he said demeaning things about Selena. Like the next day. So this...
She had it coming. Yolanda was right.
Oh, my God. And Buzz is
You know,
like,
this
I win.
This is slander, really, for you to say something so incorrect. It's a form of slander.
Time, ever since Buzz said to kill Selena.
I meant Selena Kyle, Catwoman.
Oh.
Anyways, you know what? We finally got tired of all those illegal people coming here illegally, getting free food stamps.
That's right.
And finally, we're going to do something about it.
That's right.
Soy mexicano del Chuco y soy, como le dicen, OG. Have a good one.
OG?
Y como le dicen OG,
Translation?
I guess he's saying he's an OG.
Oh, he's an OG. Okay.
Oh, okay.
That didn't take a lot of translating.
Is that like the official
Right.
position America now hates, especially illegal immigrants,
Well,
but
yeah,
even
man.
refugees,
He wants-
even political
Yeah,
refugees.
they're problems.
Yeah,
We
he won
hate
that
'em. They're-
Latino vote, so...
Let me tell you something.
Yeah. What?
If every Mexican, if every foreigner not in the country illegally, and that includes visa overstays, guest worker visas, that
Anchor
sort of,
babies.
if they all disappeared tomorrow, your problems are going to be exactly the same.
If
The
they
problems that
stand
you
up. No,
have
man.
today would be exactly the same if all the illegal immigrants.
Trump is going to do something about it. He's going to
Going to secure that border.
secure that border. He's going to deport all the illegals.
And then he's
He
going
hasn't even
to
talked about-
release
has he-
all those heroes on from January
He's going to
6th.
give everybody jolly ranchers. It's going to be a lot of fun times.
Hasn't he dropped the wall idea? I heard him talk a lot about illegal immigrants, but I never heard him talk about the wall.
him finishing that wall.
It wasn't a staple piece this time running. The staple piece was mass deportations.
Well, what is your plan for health care? Immigrants are destroying this country.
Everyone's like, yeah, that's going to help our health care. Oh, by the way, open enrollment starts for us. So.
Open enrollment for benefits and stuff. God, I get so intimidated.
I was going to say,
all that.
Buzz has no idea what you're talking
No,
about.
I do. I get the emails.
You
and I'm
barely
like,
learned what it was last year, though.
Last year, you were all like, did we get a card?
I've tried to.
Joni, where's my card, Joni?
Joni doesn't even do that for us anymore.
I tried to read my different selections and stuff, and the
Our
thing where
selections
Nico
are
says that
terrible.
I'm dyslexic.
And then
I do. It's just like the words start moving around on
Jumbling
the
around.
page in front of my eyes. I don't know.
that's that's how you got roped into paying for that ambulance ride.
Oh
that
my
time
God!
You fell.
I paid for insurance for 25 years at the same company. I pay for insurance.
Dude.
Finally, you need the insurance. Our insurance doesn't cover ambulances.
Nope, it
None
doesn't.
of them.
And I bet you even got the good one.
I would have been punching paramedics to
I
get
get,
out of
the
that
basic.
stretcher if I knew it was going to cost something like $9,000 for an ambulance ride.
Yeah.
And I finally get a hold of the third, fourth person that I talked to at our company or at the insurance company for the
That we
insurance
have,
we have. Yeah, we don't cover ambulances. Sorry.
Well, they're switching ours now, so we'll
what
have
does
a
that
different
mean?
plan to choose from.
Now you have to walk to the hospital.
You get to Uber it.
This message is for Buzz. today I appreciate like the sentiment and everything like that you said, and we're at like 10:30 at night. You're probably not up. Hopefully you are, given tonight.
This guy has to be a Kamala supporter.
He sounds so sad, right?
No Trump guy or disinterested party could sound so down in the dumps, right?
Yeah.
Whoa, Trump!
I do appreciate the sentiment. Earlier, it is a pivotal election, and who knows?
Oh, this must have come in before it was like
called.
Well, it's not
when
official.
When they were like projecting, he's totally going to win.
Wait a minute, he won Indiana too.
That was when Steve Kornacki was just like, we're looking at this county.
Maybe there'll be a miracle, and Trump won't be elected, but
buddy, that ship has sailed.
I will say, as a fellow conservative and registered Republican, that there's still good people, and I appreciate it. And maybe we wake up tomorrow and Trump's a president again. But it gives me a little bit of hope. So thanks, guys. Hopefully I'm completely wrong, but my gut tells me he won. So we'll see. Have a good morning.
It's Jover.
Don't sound so defeated.
It's Jover.
Your candidate's defeated. What?
It's Jover.
What's that mean?
What's that?
It's like Joe and over. It's Jover.
Okay.
Joe, like Biden?
Joe Biden, yeah.
It's he was not the candidate.
Dots of Alberto's brain.
He wasn't the candidate.
God, and I had a nice little message for the caller here. Don't sound so despondent.
Uh-huh.
You're still an American.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
You still got work to do, and that work is to make this country better.
Nah, screw all you guys. Trump 2024. Woo!
Did you see all the people that were voting wearing trash bags?
Boy. Trump somehow inspired his supporters to dress as garbage.
We advise against that. Please don't do that, folks.
They were wearing garbage bags.
They were wearing garbage bags. Look at me. I'm garbage for Trump.
I think it was in reference to like Biden saying that his supporters were garbage people.
You are what you eat.
Look,
so I guess we are all now Forky in Toy Story 4.
They left
trash.
They left the room where they keep Biden unguarded for 5 minutes, and he got out and called people garbage. But then they wrangled him really quick.
Get back in here.
Hey, Buzz. Hey, I can't wait to not get taxed on overtime.
Are you a service worker?
Oh, wow.
Because I think that was for service workers.
I think so.
Not get taxed on overtime. I thought it was not get taxed on tips.
He said both. Trump made a lot of promises, guys. I mean, Trump he threw the kitchen sink
I
at
want
it.
someone to put like a whole list of all the promises he's made and keep track in the next 4 years.
I just want to say, and listen, if you're celebrating today,
Trump 2024, yeah.
Sounds like my serious ex-boyfriend.
Robert F. Kennedy Jr., one of the most notorious anti-science, one of the most vocal anti-science.
Yes, that's right.
Conspiracy theorist is probably going to have some kind of role in our medical experiment.
Thank God. Let's see it. Let's do it. Let's see how the world works.
I'm glad that Trump's going to make sure that every server is not going to get taxed on their tips. Can't wait to see when
he's going to make the Cowboys win.
Yeah.
He gets rid of all the immigrants and everything, deports them. And he's going to lower our groceries.
How does that work? That was in a Harris commercial. I was like, what do you mean? You're going to lower the price of groceries? How are you going to do that?
He's going to deport all the illegals. All of our grocery bills will be completely lower.
Because there won't be anybody pick them.
Make hot Cheetos 99 cents again.
Yeah, the Cowboys will win. What other promises are out there?
Your hair will grow back.
My hair will grow back. I'll finally have a nice hairline. You'll lose weight eventually.
And our fuel costs, everything's going to go down. Now he's president.
That's right. Yeah.
It is going to be
magic.
literal heaven on. I cannot wait.
We're not going to be garbage people anymore.
Trump 2024, yeah, woo!
Trump 2028, you mean?
That's Barron 2028.
Looking forward for all that I'm just being kind of sarcastic, if you know sarcastic, get it.
Wait. Oh, so this has been a sarcastic call?
Sarcastic. We were like rallying behind you guys.
Bazinga, you got us.
What are you talking about? I believe everything I've said right now.
No, I'm not down that he's president. I'm just going to expect him to fulfill his supposedly promises that he got all these people to vote for him.
You know, I'm usually really good at this, but I did not clock that as satire.
No, me either. I thought he was being serious.
Hook, line, and sinker on me.
So he better. I want to see a huge check now. I want to see I could spend more money on the groceries, and pay less on fuel. Let's see if he keeps his promises. All right. Have a good morning.
Do you think he'll give us a stimulus again?
Hey,
that'd be awesome.
I mean, RFK Jr. is going to have a role in the medical establishment. I figure Black Death is coming back eventually.
We're going to be so healthy.
Big Rube is saying in our app chat, people are sounding despondent, Buzz, because you convinced them the world was over and a fascist Nazi dictator was coming into power. Who wouldn't be sad if that was true?
I don't think I ever said Trump is technically a Nazi, because that's a very specific thing. Nazis were fascist, but not every fascist was.
You said Nazi-like.
I think he admires Hitler. I think he admires Hitler's generals that were so loyal to him. I think he admires anybody who can tell people to do it.
Doesn't matter. Trump 2024. He's a president. Woo! Yeah.
Theo Trump is back. For all you depressed Kamala Harris supporters, like Trump said, if you're depressed, work hard, baby. Let's get them oil fields open. Theo Trumpas is back.
I'm glad you're happy, and I hope that your optimism pans out.
Yeah.
But I feel like I saw 4 years of this already, and it didn't pan out. Also, the Senate is now in Republican control, and the House of Representatives is still up in the air. Right. Locally.
Oh, yeah. What happened locally? I didn't even keep up with that.
In the mayor's race, it's going to be a runoff. It's going to be between Bill Hicks, the current district attorney. Wait, did I say mayor?
Mayor.
Yeah, it's going to be a runoff between Brian Kennedy and Renard Johnson. I wrote an article about them earlier this week, kind of like a voter's guide. And I said there are like 8 candidates, but there are only 2 that have raised any money or have any real support. And it's those 2. So they're going to be in a runoff. James Montoya will be the new district attorney in El Paso. We've had District Attorney Bill Hicks on plenty of times. I wonder if he suffered like the down ballot thing. Says, El Paso County is blue county. You may not wish it is, but it has been and continues to be a blue county. Like people are like, this guy was appointed by Abbott. Abbott's the guy sending busloads of migrants to Martha's Vineyard.
Yeah.
You think anybody's like, I don't have anything, I don't know much about the district attorney, Bill Hicks, but I don't want some of these local functionaries. I bet there are some people that went in and voted no on down ticket Republicans, but I guess the same applies for Democrats too.
But imagine people who don't really know Bill Hicks and then are seeing him negatively painted in the way he handled or the way this I don't think Patrick Crucia stuff is played out, which isn't his fault, right? But the way it plays out and the way it goes slowly has played negatively, and it just coupled with what you said. And
maybe, there might be some people who just blame the current DA because they haven't executed the Walmart shooting.
But it's not his fault.
How it works.
Again, it's not his fault.
Theo Trump is back.
Okay, all right. I think I heard that one.
Theo Trump, yeah.
Yeah, I think Bill Hicks has done a great job, and it's been like those 2 things coupled just worked against him. And I was watching the numbers and I was like, that's not cool.
Hey guys, good morning. Well, good news. I don't know if you guys are into stocks. I have stocks. It's
Is anybody making this out?
No.
Yeah, he's saying he has stocks.
He has stocks.
Yeah, I think so.
Incredible. People are. When Kamala was going to run for president, all the stocks went down on the majority.
Really? Did they?
Yeah, no, whatever. We got rainbows and unicorns coming out of our butts now. It's awesome.
You're just putting all your chips in.
Yeah.
With the majority.
Yeah, let's do it, man.
I mean, really, I guess that's where the country is. I thought it was at a different place. Apparently, the country is in a position where you would reelect an insurrectionist who should be in prison.
Doesn't matter. He's our president. President of the United States for the next 4 years. Woo! Trump 2024.
The stock market crashed a little. Now that Trump is president since last night, stocks have gone up. Very good. Very nice. So, good thing. It's a wonderful thing. I know a lot of people don't like Trump, but
okay. Thank you for the call. I appreciate it. You know, sometimes I think we have one caller especially who's very proud that his parents were migrants, but he always makes sure that he points out, but they did it the legal way. There are thousands of Hispanic families who have gone through a thing where it's like, well, I thought both of my parents were legal citizens, but it turns out only my dad is and not my mom, or vice versa. It's like a family.
You mean dreamers, right?
And sometimes
No, I'm talking about people. You might have somebody in your family who's like, I always thought Primo Eddie was an American citizen.
And
Apparently,
sometimes they themselves find out, I'm not legal.
Sometimes
here.
a person who has been in this country since they were a baby or a child find out, oh, my parents should have shared this with me. I'm not a U.S. citizen. So are you going to go after those people first?
It's
conundrum.
It seems like all the fentanyl bandits are the ones. Right? Yeah. How many families have found out later in life, oh my God, I just found out that my uncle never got his citizenship.
Yeah, there's a lot.
You know, if you're excited about that.
Well, you're gone, baby.
Deport them.
Yeah, deport them out.
Every one of them.
I like how you're like fully leaning into this, Sneak.
Oh, yeah. I'm totally on the Trump train.
All right, we're getting a few, some feedback. Apparently, Biden gave a speech last night, but it was very confused speech given by Joe Biden last night.
And now President Joe Biden.
Hiya, folks. It's the President, Joe Biden, President of the United States. And I want to congratulate Donald Trump and his whole MAGA scene. And even though I've never read his magazine, I'm not bitter. I bet you didn't know the White House has its own Playboy subscription. Am I angry? No way, Jose, because I'm still president of the United States.
Yes.
And now that Kamala has had her chance and lost, let's see how I do in the upcoming presidential election.
Wait, hold on.
I bet I beat the pants off of Donald Trump. He's a chump, man. So remember, when you head to the polls, vote for me, Joe Biden. I'm going to be your next senator. Watch me.
You've been listening to President Joe Biden.
Coming up after the Buzz Adams Morning Show, Glenn Garza and Daniel Paulus.
Up and delivery available and the lowest prices for over 30 years, you'll always find what you love and love what you find. Only at Total Wine & More.
Drink responsibly, B21.
Originating in El Paso for El Paso, the Buzz Adams Morning Show, 95.5 KLAQ.
I didn't forget. Well, I did forget, but now I remembered. Joanna's going to do the Hollywood Cheese Mate coming up in just a few.
We got caught up in other things.
People are. What are people saying about my beloved sponsor, Cabinets Made in Mexico?
Joanna, do you want to say it?
What are your thing? What is it?
Cabinets Made in Mexico.
Well, someone in the app chat says, deport those cabinets. Stephen in the app chat.
They're from Mexico, but they came across the border.
Legally, they legally came.
Check the papers on those cabinets.
Deport those cabinets.
I got a couple of calls before we get to our Hollywood Cheese Made with Joanna Barba. Joanna, it's so nice to have you in the studio.
Yeah, very nice.
Yeah, thanks for having me in
we
here.
need to Alberto, don't check with Kevin or Brad or anybody, but just start coming in and doing what you're doing right now.
Yeah.
Right?
He's got like a full-time job.
You oh, that's right.
He does afternoons with Steve.
Yeah, but he's just hanging around for that. Right? You're not on the clock,
He's like
are you?
producing that.
I only produce two days a week.
Oh.
But the other day, the other 3 days you
should
come in anyway.
here.
Yeah, that's true.
How are they ever going to value your contributions?
That's true. I
And how will you ever learn the board if you don't practice?
You come in on
good points.
You come in on the days they pay you. You come in on the days they don't pay you.
And you do that for 5 years and then
Or you do it for 50 years and then you die broke.
Yeah.
That's true.
What's up, Mocho? This is Mark, also known as the convict, not convict.
Not convict guy.
Not convict
Somebody
guy.
was asking me, how do your callers get their on-air nicknames? Sometimes they give them to each other. So I guess Mark was the guy who called in and said, he's 48
And you
or 46.
erroneously said he was a convict.
And he said that he never
Wait, who
voted.
said that?
You.
You.
Oh, I did. Yeah, that was me.
You said, because he didn't vote until he was 48.
He,
It's his
and he
first
never
time.
voted. And I was like,
you
well,
said, well, that's
because you just got out probably.
All right, so this is Mark. And then he called back and says, the funny thing is, I have tattoos, I have long hair, I look like a dirtball, and everybody assumes I'm a convict.
He never used the word dirtball.
Well,
You just put that in there.
I'm trying to summarize it as best as I can.
This is Mark, also known as the convict, not convict, and very disappointing, right? I thought we were better as a country, wanted better for everybody, but now that they chose him, I hope they get what they wanted. I hope he puts 200% tariff on guac. I hope he outlaws Taco Tuesday. I hope he does pour on with and gives everybody that wanted to.
Losing your there, non-convict, Mark.
Ooh.
Do I call sound weird this morning?
The phones in prison aren't that reliable.
They get.
Had a sticky substance on it. But no, actually,
Some of the phones are a little
The
hairy
phone calls
today.
have been weird today.
Mm-hmm.
Like the quality of them.
his deep pocket. He had it in his deep pocket. In his prison pocket. That's where he had it. But
Here's another call, Alberto. That microphone has an off button as well. If you didn't
Hey, in our app chat, Serge is saying, I'm feeling like Nico. I voted for Kamala, but if this is what the country wants, this is what the country gets. Let's go all in and let Trump keep that same energy and burn it all down. See what the MAGA crowd has to say then.
Deport the cabinets.
Deport the cabinets.
Guys, they're only made in Mexico. They're installed on this side of the border.
So was your girlfriend.
Uncalled for.
friendly fire. Friendly fire.
Over the line.
I gotta write down the time.
Everybody quit sounding so damn depressed.
Everyone sound
Cheer
happier.
up. We have a challenge.
Up.
You're taking part in this historical time in
Well,
America's history.
According
Take
to that
part
one
in it.
guy, you did this.
I just got my red MAGA hat.
Why? Because I said it was going to be. It is. It's going to damage. I mean, from everything that he's promised, unless he's completely 100% full of BS. Right?
Well, I mean, we had 4 years of this
we
already.
had 4
so
years and they didn't
I
build
think
a
we can
wall, so.
project how that's going to go.
He just grabbed America by the pee.
Hey guys,
Don't sound so depressed.
I don't want to start any conspiracies that somehow they hit the 15 million votes that Biden got. But yeah, I agree with Buzz. Is just people aren't ready to vote for a woman because anything else from that is a conspiracy. I mean, it's just reality, right? We prefer a criminal than a woman. And that's just sad. Sad for my daughter, my nieces. It's just sad. This is what we want. You know, we want to control the lives of others, and we don't care who's at the helm. So, Buzz, please make us laugh a little bit.
Well, you're not helping.
Thank you.
I had put it forward, after Hillary in 2016, and now Kamala Harris in 2024. Should we just come out and say this country is not progressive enough to vote for a woman for president? Nico.
Oh,
they were showing some of the parts that went for Trump this time around, and showed that Biden won them in 2020.
Yes.
It kind of makes me wonder. Look, when Kamala stepped in, it totally re-energized. I mean, it was almost, it seemed like a miracle to people, that she steps in. Would Biden have done better?
I don't think so.
No.
I don't.
Look,
I don't know.
I think two things contributed to the loss. The fact that the Democrats tried to stretch out Biden for so long and play him out as like a viable candidate.
Right. Because here's what it was for 3 years. Biden's on top of his game. Biden's sharp as a razor.
Yeah.
Biden's on top. And then one day it changed to this.
Exactly.
He's got to go.
And that takes away from your credibility and the fact that you deny the fact that the economy is bad for the middle class. People are feeling it, and when they go to the grocery store, so that when you just say, "Oh, with Biden, the economy has grown and is so good," it's like, well,
the president
no one sees
doesn't go in grocery stores with those price tag guns and just make the lower prices on the groceries you buy.
Some people think that.
Trump 2024, yeah! Woo!
It's the Hollywood Cheese Man.
It's the
Hollywood Cheese Man. Joanna, tell us more.
Here is Joanna Barber with today's Hollywood Report. It's the Hollywood Cheese Man on the Buzz Adams Morning Show. Good morning, Joanna.
Good morning. I'm sorry. I'm still thinking of deport
those cabinets.
Support those cabinets.
Happy Stranger Things Day to everyone who celebrates. In honor of Stranger Things Day, today Netflix has revealed the episode titles for the hit show's 5th and final season. The mega streamer also confirmed that the season will be released next year. And
this is a bad sign, though. The final episode is titled "All the Kids Die." and the fat kid never gets his teeth.
Aww.
He already
has teeth.
They're all grown up.
They're all like 21, legal drinking age. Well, it will be released next year and not in 2026, as it was briefly speculated online. Stranger Things Season 5 will have 8 episodes like almost all the previous seasons, except for the last one, which had 9. The episode titles are The Crawl, The Vanishing of, The Turnbow Trap, Sorcerer, Shock Jock, Escape from Kamazatz, The Bridge, and The Right Side Up will be the final episode.
Did you just read me all of the episode titles from the upcoming season of Stranger Things?
I did, yeah.
Uh-oh.
You're welcome. I did the service for you.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, thank you. While the video revealed all the titles and the episodes, there appeared to be someone or something censored out of the title of the second episode, titled The Vanishing of. Whatever or whomever is vanishing, Netflix is not quite ready to share. Despite the brief teaser confirming the final season would be coming in 2025, the streamer did not reveal when next year it will be debuting.
Oh, I know what the vanishing refers to.
What's that?
The vanishing of a woman having a chance of becoming president for the next 100 years.
Nice.
Don't matter. Trump 2024.
Deport those cabinets. It's still funny. The Night Before Christmas at Dunder Mifflin is a new holiday storybook inspired by the Office TV show. The book was actually written by Brian Baumgardner, who played Kevin on the show.
I do not sound like the Cookie Monster.
It'll feature artwork from illustrator Maël Gormillan. The book recreates a Christmas Eve party at the Scranton Paper Company, where characters like Michael, Dwight, Pam, and Jim experience a festive night of pranks, decorations, and funny gifts. The book's description calls itself a hilarious twist on a Christmas classic.
Aww.
Fun. And speaking of Christmas, Mariah Carey has revealed the dates for her 2024 Christmas tour. Beginning November 6th, that's today, the undisputed Queen of Christmas will embark on Mariah Carey's Christmas Time, a 20-city U.S. jaunt that coincides with the 30th anniversary of her legendary holiday album, Merry Christmas.
Was that the one that had the song that you can't get away from?
All I want, yeah.
That was on that?
Yeah, the tour will span a total of 20 cities, kicking off in Highland, California, and runs through December 17th. For Texas, it has shows in Houston, Austin, and Dallas, and another one that's close to us will be in Phoenix. And finally, Cardi B shared, then promptly deleted a video message seemingly addressing early election results on Tuesday night. In the video, she says, "This is why some of y'all states be getting hurricanes."
Wait, hold on. She posted that, and then deleted it?
Yes.
Florida?
Within minutes.
This is why.
You know what's perfect about that? She doesn't tweet with any grammar, I think on purpose, Because
or capitalization or punctuation or anything.
There's no rules like that on X at all.
No, not at all.
Once again, she said, "This is why some of y'all say it's spaghetti hurricane."
All right. So clearly, they're way out of bounds there.
While Cardi B didn't directly address voters in hurricane-affected
They get hurricanes because the government controls the weather with Jewish space lasers.
True. No. The Associated Press had called races in Florida, Louisiana, Texas, and North Carolina in favor of Trump shortly before her post. The artist also tweeted, "We need a Hail Mary," as early results showed Harris trailing behind Trump in other key swing states. With your entertainment news, I'm
All right.
Joanna.
Thank you, Joanna.
Deport those cabinets. Woo!
It's still funny.
We got some more commentary from winners and losers last night. Let's see who this is.
And now RFK Jr.
Hi, it's Robert F. Kennedy Jr., and Donald Trump will be the next president. Yeah. That means President Trump will appoint me public health czar. And we're going to and we are going to I know my wife is hot, but that doesn't mean that so I promise we will make America healthy again. And you can quote me on that. Thank you.
This message was from RFK Jr., the future chairman of the National Institutes for Health. All right, let's take a break, and we'll come back with more of the Buzz Adams Morning Show on the way right after this.
Artist interviews, Zoom music discoveries, celebrating artists' birthdays, commemorating releases, champion of all things rock.
Mobile Repair. Ask for Carlos Reyes and get a quote for Mobile Repair today. 915-588-5893.
Live from the KLAQ studios, the Buzz Adams Morning Show. Courtesy of Glasheen, Vyas, and Inderman Personal Injury Lawyers at GVILaw.com.
This configuration kind of works for me with
What?
with Alberto in the other studio
Uh-huh.
and us in here.
You guys are literally just looking at my pictures. Is that why it works?
I'll explain to you later why.
Oh no, we're gonna say it right now.
Oh no.
Joanna found Alberto's picture in a Facebook group called Are we dating the same person?
Dude,
Wait. You found Alberto's picture.
Girls will put up in this group.
On what?
It's called Are We Dating the Same
Are
Person?
we dating the same guy?
Well, you're all on Tinder. You're probably dating a bunch of the same guys.
Well, it's a way to find out if a guy says that he's just talking to you, and then
Sometimes they're like, he's married?
multiple girls will post like, oh no, that guy has
There's
a
also
family.
one
I know him.
Called, that I want you to join called Are We Dating the Same Girl?
Okay, yeah.
So I want you to join that one.
Yeah, but this would
I
also be a really good way to sow discord if somebody just wanted to make up something
So,
fake. I don't think they got anything on Alberto. He doesn't have anything to live
there's
up
nothing
to.
much.
Exactly.
But I was searching it the other day because I was looking to see if this guy that I was talking to was on it. And lo
you
and
saw
behold,
Alberto.
Alberto's in it.
Did they say
All
anything?
they asked is, anyone dating him too?
When was that? Because
in June.
Someone told me this. Oh my goodness. I'm glad it wasn't another one. I'm like, oh.
Wait, are you in a committed relationship right now, Alberto?
No.
Okay.
No.
You're playing the field.
Not even. I'm not even seeing anyone that I wasn't in June either. So it's like,
well, you ended up on this
Update,
website.
I've not seen Nico on here. So
Oh yeah, you won't see me on there. I keep my stuff tight.
You're on all the dating sites, aren't you?
yeah, and I told you we need to fix up your Hinge.
Your Hinge?
Every once in a while.
Tinder?
No.
It's just lunch?
No.
Plenty of fish?
I delete them.
Coffee meets bagel.
I delete them.
J-date? Black people meet?
Only balding, I think.
Yeah. Hot chicks who are into bald dudes.
Anyway,
and dudes into balding girls.
Hey, this is Rudy. Good morning, KLAQ. Make America great again, American baby. God bless everybody.
All right.
What?
What?
Yeah, the phone is acting really weird today. Everybody.
Check your phone
I
connection.
can't ask people to call in on landlines because those don't exist anymore, as far as I know. But we're having some kind of issue with the quality of the phone call. So if you call in, you don't hear. There have been several that I played for you guys in the studio, and they're just choppy. You can't understand what's being said.
Make America great again, baby. God bless everybody.
God, I hope so. I hope all of these ideas that you have
still
that
don't
Donald
know what he
Trump
said.
will accomplish in his second term that he didn't accomplish, I hope they work out to the betterment of all Americans.
Guys,
I hope
Trump-
he doesn't break any more laws.
Trump said he will bring America back, guys. We will have no taxes anymore. He'll just get rid of taxes completely. Herschel Walker will take over missile shield defense technology.
Yeah. I thought he was going to be Attorney General. Got a few more calls coming in, so this was pretty decisive. It's not like they're really going to have to count a bunch of uncounted ballots.
No,
it's all but official. Donald Trump won the election.
That's right.
After leading an insurrection against the U.S.
Doesn't
government.
matter. He's a president.
Those
4
were
years.
heroes. They're heroes, and
Those
they will
people
be
are probably
released.
going to get a monument.
Yes, they are.
You know what? Right outside the Capitol building, can you imagine?
Ashley Babbitt, statue of her.
Can you imagine a big statue, a monument, like at the end of Avengers to all of the Jane Six? You got the QAnon shaman front and center.
That's right.
You got the guy with his.
That's the
feet up.
statue you get, the QAnon shaman.
Here's David. Hello, David.
Hey.
Hey, it's pretty clear now the state of the Republican Party, and I'm just going to say it like this: I'm not saying that there's not going to be Republicans elected to an office. I'm just saying that it's clear that the Republican Party can't win a national election because it's just become a cult of personality.
What are you doing here, David?
I think it's just the nature of the results. It's just become that clear that you can't win a national election with the American people are going to reject that.
You're saying a standard Republican, like an older type of Republican.
No. I know David. David is doing some kind of comedy, but I'm not quite picking up on what the hook is here.
This should not have been close. If things had gone the way that they should, I mean, for all intents and purposes, the president should not have run for re-election. If that had happened, if there had been a full Democratic primary.
Oh yes, you're completely right. Yeah.
So they should have done another primary.
Biden should not have been the standard bearer from the beginning. Like David's saying, they should have had a primary.
And they could not have done it at the convention either. A, they'll have to get all the money back that was already raised. And B, that would have been an outcome you could not have controlled. It would have been a lot of bad blood. And if you had not given the nomination to Kamala Harris, the most reliable group of Democratic voters, black women, would not have gone to the polls in the same numbers. They would have voted for the Democratic nominee, but they may have not turned out in big enough numbers. It was a worst-case scenario, and you can lay it all at the foot of Joe Biden.
Yeah, I'm not sure I follow your logic there.
I guess.
Why?
Joe Biden should have had a heart attack and died so Kamala could have taken over. I don't know what you're saying.
No, he should have made the decision in February
to not run.
Second term.
All right. Or at least have a primary, at least have a candidate who's going to challenge.
David's not wrong right here. A lot of the publications, a lot of what news sites are blaming Joe Biden for the loss.
What? He might have won. I'm starting to think he couldn't have lost worse.
He might have won.
He might have won if he just stuck it. Look, a lot of people, I know that David probably reads the news pretty closely on a daily basis. Am I right about that?
Not really, but I'm close enough.
Buzz, why
there are some people who don't know. They don't know about the Biden-Trump debate. They don't know what a 200% tariff even means. There are a lot of people that vote, and it's just like, well, I like this guy. I don't think a woman should be president, but if it's between two white guys, I'll vote for it. It's a coin toss.
Well,
Joe Biden, the president chose his vice president for a very specific reason. He wanted a woman who was a minority. And that's a pretty small...
Impossible that a woman who's a minority could be qualified for the job?
Someone who drops out of the Democratic nomination 4 years ago with 5% of the vote, that's not...
Yeah, there were 27 candidates at that point. I mean, at one point there were that many Democratic candidates.
Beto was doing twice the numbers of her.
Oh, then he should have picked Beto, I guess. But it's just interesting that your automatic go-to is this must be a DEI hire. I think you're lurking around some pretty dark places on the internet, buddy.
No, I'm afraid you're not qualified. You're not a strong campaigner. This should have been easy. This should have been a slam dunk, and it wasn't because they did not have the strongest bench.
Yeah, I agree with David on that.
I think America, and I know a lot of people in my mom's generation and a lot of people at her church who just would not vote for a woman for president. It's 2024, and a lot of women won't vote for a woman.
What David's getting at is that there was no excitement to either Joe Biden or Kamala Harris.
Yes, there was.
No, there wasn't. There was
energy.
not the energy that you would have seen with like.
She peaked at the beginning of September. You don't want to peak at the beginning of September. You want to be able to.
Yeah.
You know, it's not every day that Frank Lutz calls into the show, but I want to.
Why are you? Wait. Why are you treating David like this? Why are you?
I know David. David and I go back. I understand David's sense of humor. Sometimes I get a little confused about what he's going for. Say it in as plain of terms as you possibly can.
This should not have been a close election.
It should have been a cakewalk for the Democrats?
Yeah. Considering whether you're talking about a conviction, whether you're talking about all of the terrible press, when you're talking about even with the economic numbers, even with people thinking the country's on the wrong track.
But why do I get the feeling that you're
at least?
Why do I get the feeling you're a Trump supporter?
I'm not. I simply understand why people vote for the guy.
Did you vote?
I did.
Will you share who you voted with? Or voted for?
I don't know. How long are you? 5, 6 inches? Or that's a rather personal question.
Yeah, people were asking it outside voting booths on CNN and Fox yesterday. You don't have to answer. I didn't say you had to. I said, do you want to volunteer?
Who'd you vote for, David?
Jill Stein. I'm sorry.
See, I told you he's funny. All right.
Well, you kept asking questions in like an offensive way. I was like, "Wow, what's it?"
Well, he was saying he only took Kamala as his running mate because she was a woman and a minority. Which to me sounds pretty offensive.
Oh no, you're crazy if you don't think the presidents at the top of the ticket pick their vice presidents based on who they think the vice president could help.
That's why Barack Obama picked the whitest man on the planet.
He picked an older white man with like a national security profile. He was a senator on the Foreign Relations Committee. Yes, that is exactly why Barack Obama picked older white man as his
I don't know. It's just something distasteful to say that Kamala Harris was only picked because of the color of her skin and
I'm going to say
chromosomes.
That. No, not at all. But I'm sure it helped.
That's what David was saying.
Sure, it helped.
All right, got a break, everybody. We're going to come back
Trump
here in just a few minutes, and I'm going to start calling Nico MAGA 1.
Yeah.
The number one
I'm
fan.
on the train, baby.
Yeah.
Trump 2024. 2028. I hope he changes the Constitution.
Oh, he's going to change the Constitution.
Let's see it, man.
All right, let's take a break. We'll come back and have more news headlines. We'll have news headlines with Nico and Jimmy on the way, and more coming in right after this.
Music news, concert updates, song and album factoids, and of course, nothing but El Paso's best rock.
All set up your diesel on and HotShotSecret.com. Hot Shot Secret, powered by science.
The Buzz Adams Morning Show, Monday through Friday, 5 to 10. KLAQ and KLAQ HD1, El Paso, a Town Square media station.
It's almost top of the hour, and time to get to our news headlines for today.
Hell yeah!
Oh, yeah. Oh, God, here we go again. Let's get this started.
Oh, my. I will say, on some level, I'm relieved. And I know it's not the outcome that everybody wanted, but I'm relieved that it's over, and the future lies ahead. The future is what we make it.
MAGA, baby. Woo! Okay. Trump 2024.
Are you doing a Stephen Colbert on the audience? No.
Not at all. Dude,
wasn't that weird when he went from The Daily Show? Because he was kind of like, he said, basically he was a parody of Bill O'Reilly, who we interviewed a couple weeks ago. Yeah. Stephen Colbert. But then when they gave him his own late night talk show, it's like, oh, I can't be a parody of a Fox News. I have to be myself.
No, man, this is the Trump train, all right? You either on it or you get off.
Okay.
And all of us Trumpers want to get off. I mean, we like getting off. All right.
Does the Trump train double as a garbage truck?
It does, actually. it actually does.
Did he fall? Could he not open the door of the garbage truck? Is that what I heard? I heard a couple jokes on Saturday Night Live, and they were about the garbage truck, and it had to do with opening the door. He tried to do a visual stunt, but he couldn't. Explain it to me. I didn't see it.
Oh, I didn't see it.
You didn't see it either. But you get the context?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds like something he would do. Doesn't not open doors.
Got a lot of phone calls. If you're not ready to do news, I can always take.
You didn't introduce me, what news at all? What are you talking about?
I didn't play the Good Morning, Here's the News.
No.
Joanna, did I?
You did. I heard
Yeah,
it.
he did.
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot.
But then he, instead of saying, and good with news, is.
Yeah, why would you play that and then go into your own diatribe
He
about stuff?
needs an intro.
What?
I call it the weave.
You I bob and I weave. I bob and I weave.
Never let him know your next move, all right?
Country. This is a beautiful country.
I feint, I juke, I do it all.
All right. Well, into the news then. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
After being told for weeks to not expect to know the results of the 2024 presidential election for days after the polls closed, early this morning it became clear that former President Donald Trump had won. The moment that tipped the race was when NBC News, CBS News, AP News, and Fox News all called the battleground state of Pennsylvania for him. Mm-hmm. Added to his win in North Carolina, Georgia, and other states he was always expected to win, Trump stood at 267 of the 270 electoral votes needed to win. That meant that winning any other state that hadn't yet been called would give him the electoral votes for victory. As of 3 a.m. Eastern Time, Trump held a 15% point lead in Alaska, which has 3.
They're putting him at 276 to 223. He's won, right?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
I think 270.
Well, let's not confuse things here. Donald Trump's going to be the next president.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's hear him talk.
I want to thank the American people for the extraordinary honor of being elected your 47th president and your 45th president.
Yeah, he's 2 presidents.
This will truly be the golden age of America. That's what we have to have. This is a magnificent victory for the American people that will allow us to make America great again.
Golden age of America, Buzz. Golden age of America.
It's a lot like the golden age of comics. You had your Captain America, who was a liberal, your Human Torch, who was a flaming liberal, and Sergeant Fury and his Howling Commando.
The Human Torch, who's a flaming liberal.
Yeah. You were talking about the golden age. I figured you were talking about the golden age of comics.
Trump says he will govern with the motto, well, hear it.
I will govern by a simple motto: promises made, promises kept. We're going to keep our promises. Nothing will stop me from keeping my word to you, the people. We will make America safe, strong, prosperous, powerful, and free again.
I have a very specific question for you, and I want you to get out of your pro-MAGA character for a minute, all right? You're playing it all the way.
This is me. This is me, buddy. I don't know what you want from me.
Do you think he'll follow through on punishing reporters and publications and news and television networks who give him unfavorable coverage? Do you think he will lift a finger to do anything, or was that just all rhetoric and talk?
You're saying if people speak poorly of the president-elect on radio or TV.
He sued CBS for a 60 Minutes episode that he didn't even participate in. Do you know that?
Yes.
Yeah, so there's some things through the courts, but do you think wielding the power of the executive branch, and by the way,
I think he has the right to take on any slanderous people who will try and paint him in a poor picture.
Even if they say, hey, Donald Trump lied, we can prove it to you, roll the tape, that would be slanderous?
Yes.
Sue.
Okay, guys, you got to stop doing this.
Why?
I don't know. It's just creepy. It's weird. It's like you've been replaced by pod people.
Look, you got to get on this train, all right?
I don't have to worry. I'm white.
Oh,
man.
you're white, yeah. I'm
not gonna do
Mexican
anything
and a woman.
And listen, and Nico definitely has an ethnic last name. I wouldn't feel too comfortable.
Yeah, but look
Alberto, I'd be
look at
looking
this.
over my shoulder constantly if I were.
Yeah, I'm a woman and Mexican, so. Trump
Russia's on
2024.
Wait.
Women made in Mexico.
Double whammy.
Man, Russia's on the up and up now. R.I.P. Ukraine.
Yeah. Well, he doesn't take over until January, right? What if Biden called a lot of people to march on the Capitol? And go in and take a dump on Mike Johnson's desk or something? Can you imagine? Turnabout's fair play, man. Get down there and steal the lectern. Now, I'm sorry. I have to be real for a second.
Yes.
Could he still go to prison?
I don't think he can
They
anymore.
can't. The Jack Smith case for the January 6th?
Yeah, he can't. No,
the election tampering in Georgia?
He's going to pardon himself.
He can pardon himself, but maybe if they put a rush on it here, they can get a conviction and he goes to prison.
Oh, honey, I think it's too late for that.
honey.
Let me tell you, it is a crying shame in this country.
Your Trump derangement syndrome is just on full display today.
All right, fine. Then let me stick up for the January 6th protesters.
Okay.
Lots of those people went to jail.
Yeah.
Jimmy Pesto from Bob's Burgers.
Maybe Jimmy Pesto will be out.
A lot of nobodies went to jail for just doing what they thought they were being told to do by
What
the
their supreme
commander in
leader
chief.
told them.
Right. They all went to jail, but the guy who inspired him to go out there and do everything doesn't have to go to jail? I don't know. Doesn't sit right with me. I'm never going to like that. Anyway, back to the news, Nico.
Oh, okay. Just point to me when you want to get off the soapbox.
He's all like, I can't help it.
I mean, we got 4 years of this, bro. We got 4 years of this dude.
If anything, we got 4 years of show material
Nico,
now.
I really disliked you before today. And every time you scream MAGA 2024, it just makes me want to punch you in the throat. You did not support Trump throughout this whole entire thing. You never said anything, and now all of a sudden you're on that.
Dude, you don't screen your own calls?
I didn't hear
It has in the transcript. You can read the word.
I'm not going to do that.
Okay. Sorry, KLAQ, but until he's gone, you've lost this listener.
So is she mad because you weren't a Trump supporter and now you are?
You're claiming to be.
Or is she mad that...
Or is she mad that... What?
Wait.
Call all the TV stations. We lost a listener.
No,
wait,
come back.
I think that's a good point, Joanna. Is she
What
mad?
is she mad
Yeah,
at?
what are you
Exactly.
mad that you're like that you don't like that my liberal positions have changed and you want me to
Did
be...
you catch that? Because I did read the transcript. It was a bad one.
Yeah, we all heard it, dude.
I dumped it. You guys said dump it, and I did.
All right.
Thank you.
Very ladylike.
I can't tell what she's mad at, though.
Right.
Is it just Nico in general?
He's just
'Cause I
acting like a
understand that.
jackass, and he was 45 minutes late for work today.
Woo! Hey, Trump said I could be. Yeah.
Trump will pardon that. So.
Trump 2024. All right, moving on. Tropical storm Rafael strengthened into a Category 1 hurricane near the Cayman Islands last night. The storm was forecast to rapidly intensify into a Category 2 before making landfall today in western Cuba. The storm is then expected to re-enter the Gulf of Mexico while still at hurricane strength, then makes its way northwest toward the coast of Louisiana. Rafael is expected to lose strength and organization as it approaches the Gulf Coast, making landfall as a tropical storm. As of 1 a.m. Eastern this morning, Rafael had maximum sustained winds of 85 miles per hour. And a judge found that former New York Mayor Rudy Giuliani has defamed a mother and daughter who worked at a Fulton County, Georgia polling place on Election Day 2020.
This story is at least a year old. Is this about them seizing his penthouse apartment and his Mercedes?
Well, not seizing those things.
And I heard they were seizing those.
They have been ordered to, but Rudy Giuliani has taken his Mercedes on the road and has taken all the things out of his home that were of value.
Yeah, anyways, it's the property that's the value.
Okay, do you want me to finish the story?
Okay, yeah, I want to hear what's next.
Anyways, the judge ordered him to forfeit property to help pay the $148 million judgment he was ordered to pay. Well, the judge a federal judge has ordered Giuliani yesterday that he needs to appear in court to answer allegations that he has hidden away property to keep from turning it over. His case will most likely not be helped by the fact that he rolled up to his polling place
in his Mercedes
to vote in a Mercedes that's among the property he's been ordered to forfeit.
I think he had the top down, too. It looked like a convertible.
This reminds me of the time that this guy got charged with stealing a jersey, and then he shows up to the court date wearing the jersey.
Sam. Hello, Sam.
Hey, how you guys doing?
Hey,
in the morning show.
Doing good. Fantastic.
Up,
Beautiful day.
Good, man. Just wanted to say that I love you guys. I love the show as always, guys. You guys are doing fantastic. I think it's a little funny with what Nico and Joanna are doing. It's positive, at least. It's positive, huh? Positive is better than negativity, even though it's a little fake, but I'll take it. I'll take it.
You think it's a little fake?
It's real.
No, I'm all
Joanna's going to start turning in family members. That's how real it is.
Yeah, hell yeah. Deport them and those cabinets.
I wouldn't do that. But those cabinets, I think they have paperwork, right?
They should come. They should come with the appropriate documentation for sure.
I'll take one. What's the number?
Let me write you down. That is Sam for one. Cabinets made in Mexico. All right. Thanks, Sam. Appreciate the call, man.
You guys have a good one.
Right, thanks, buddy. I should give them an extra read because now everybody's dunking on cabinets made in Mexico.
You're like, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, right. No, they're good cabinets.
They're great cabinets. They're amazing cabinets.
Go to cabinetsmadeinmexico.com while you still can.
Before that fence. All right. Well, security officials suspect that Russian intelligence was behind the plot to put incendiary devices in packages on cargo planes headed to North America and Europe. One of the devices caught fire at a courier hub in Germany, while another one went off in an English warehouse. Russia has denied any involvement in the packages, but last month, Poland said it had arrested 4 people suspected to be linked to foreign intelligence operations and were looking for 2 others. Polish officials said that the group had also tested a way to send such rigged packages to the U.S. and Canada. And third quarter earnings for Yum Brands did not live up to the company's name. Yum reported yesterday that quarterly earnings and revenue for the third quarter missed Wall Street's expectations. And if you don't know, Yum Corporation owns KFC and Pizza Hut. And they're saying that sales at both of those places fell worldwide. You still go to Pizza Hut? It's been a while.
No, I got my daughter pepperoni the other day.
Oh, but you don't get the wings anymore, right?
No.
Those are expensive.
Freaking Biden made them go through the roof.
Freaking Biden, man. Freaking Biden. The Parker Solar Probe is on its way to the sun in an attempt to become the closest any human-made object has ever been to our star.
What?
Yeah.
How close is it going to get?
Well,
did you ever see a movie where they had to go and set off a nuclear bomb inside the sun
to restart it? Solaris.
No, Solaris was the one with George Clooney.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
What the hell was that one called?
God,
and they get closer and they meet the crew from the captain of the ship that went before them, and he's all like the worst sunburn imaginable. What the hell was that? That was not a bad movie.
You're like, that's a good one. That's a
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Okay, a team of astronauts has to go to the sun.
Was it called Sunshine with Cillian Murphy?
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm going to say that I'm 85% sure that that's true.
I remember that movie. Yes.
And remember, at the end,
yeah.
all the crew members die, but the female crew, one of the female crew members, her sister is back, and she notices that the sun is getting brighter because it had been dying, and that's how the movie ends.
And it's like we're healing again.
Sunshine is what
Sunshine, yes.
See, I think it came out around the same time as Moon, which is another great underrated
Love Moon.
science fiction movie. So I got Sunshine and Moon kind of confused.
You know, they're different things.
Yeah, I know, but I used to have a bedspread that had both of them on it at the same time. You remember those sun, moon, and stars patterns? Really popular in Burlington in the 1980s.
I loved those.
1990s, probably. So do I.
Well, Kamala Harris is expected to speak this morning after losing her Democratic bid to become the first woman.
There you go, Padilla.
In the
he
Oval
keeps asking, when is Kamala going to talk to her supporters? I don't know, man. God.
What do you want to know? What do you want to hear? You literally don't even.
Your
like
candidate
it.
just won.
Can't you just be happy today?
Right?
Yeah.
That's like hearing. It's like when your football team wins and you want to listen to the other team's press conference.
What do they want?
What do you want from us?
My heart, my soul,
my deportation.
Well, campaign co-chair for the Harris campaign.
You're good, right? There's no question about where you were born. Right?
Yeah, no, I should be
Buzz
fine.
is scared.
Yeah,
Buzz is
you have a
worried.
birth certificate.
I have a birth
Have you seen it with your own eyes?
I have, yes.
Because there are a lot of stories about people who grew up thinking, I'm an American citizen.
Yeah, what about
my mom keeps it under the mattress?
What about your
I should
girlfriends?
check.
Have you checked with her?
One of them is a Trump supporter. No.
You guys, too many questions all at once. Let's hear from Kamala.
One of your girlfriends is.
No, she just became a citizen, voted for probably the first time.
Nice.
I don't think she did.
You don't think she
Nah,
voted for her
That's
candidate?
an
Trump?
even more American tradition.
No, I think that's the way she needles me or whatever, but maybe it's true. And she always says the same thing. Why do you like Trump so much? Because too many the Mexicans.
Too many.
So like they should have stopped when they let me in.
This is a real person, by the way. Joanna's met her.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nico's met her.
Yeah.
This is real.
She's real.
I had to change we had to get separate Netflix accounts because mine was always in
She kept
Spanish.
changing it to Spanish.
If you're going to change it to Espanol, change it back. When you're done.
Okay, well, Harris campaign co-chair Cedric Richmond told supporters gathered last night at her election night watch party that Harris will make remarks this morning at her alma mater, Howard University. Harris graduated from Howard in 1986 with a degree in political science and economics.
Do you want to hear the announcement that was made?
Sure.
Okay, and I'll just go on the record as saying, yeah, I thought this was a really weak move by her. You had all those people gathered for a celebration. You
have to come out and say
them.
something. Yeah.
Yeah, you have to come out and say something. And that she didn't do it actually tells me more about Kamala Harris than any negative that I've witnessed.
Yeah,
since
absolutely.
she's been on the national scene, Yeah. The fact that you just left all those people out there and nothing.
We still have votes to count, so you won't hear from the vice president tonight, but you will hear from her tomorrow. She will be back to address not only the HU family, not only to address her supporters, but to address the nation.
Oh, what a weak move.
Yeah, they're...
Oof, not
What a weak move, Kamala.
You lackey.
terrible. This is why she didn't win.
They reportedly turned the sound down on the television monitors at the watch party.
Was she like, shut those TVs up?
I keep hearing people say Kamala's stupid. I listen to her talk. She's not stupid.
Cut those lights off. They're too bright.
This is like the worst knock right now is you just skulked away with all your supporters there. This was the friendliest crowd
And then
on the
I think
planet.
at one point
anything you said, they were going to cheer.
At one point, I think they reported that they were telling people like, go home, just start
It's
going
over.
home. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, Kamala has left the building.
And people were waiting for her to say something.
Come out and say something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that
take
is
it on
not
the
a
chin.
great leadership characteristic. What you do, if you're a real man, is you go out there and claim you actually won the election.
Why wouldn't you pull that move?
Yeah,
Seriously.
she should have done that. It's not over.
Stop the count.
In fact, we didn't lose this election.
We didn't lose. I can't do a Kamala.
See, that's a leader. Somebody goes out and tells you what you want to hear. Even if they're 100% full of
Do you want me to keep going?
Could use a break here.
Yep.
Late night roundup? Oh, late night
There was no-
there was no late night
late
because of election
Elections.
coverage. Yeah, we ended up watching Dark Knight.
Oh, you and your daughter?
Yeah, when the states started tumbling one after the other, I'm like, they'll still be doing this in a couple hours. Let's watch Dark Knight.
Let's watch something uplifting.
Calendar.
Today, November 6th.
All kinds of unexpected delights today. If you see Fabio shirtless in leather pants and a leather vest playing a saxophone, that's because it's National Saxophone Day. If you're on a diet, this is Nacho Day. No, it's National Nacho Day. In Canada, today's National Ladies Learning Code Day, promoting women in tech.
My wife is excellent at codes.
And that's your daily calendar.
I'm Daniel Paulus, and whether you're wrapping up your workday,
hinge to a whole new click Grainger.com or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Broadcasting from El Paso for El Paso. The Buzz Adams Morning Show on 95.5 KLAQ.
You got more news stories, Nico?
Yeah, I got a couple.
Here's a call. Let me give out both of our numbers. And we have circus tickets to give away, too. We'll have that coming up a little bit later. Telephone number to talk to us directly in the studio, that is 915-910-4995, 910-4995. The neckline, you can leave a message anytime, night or day, over the weekends, doesn't matter. Christmas Day at midnight if you wanted to. The neckline number is 844-805-NECK. That's 844-805-6325. So let me just play a couple. All right.
Hey, Buzz, how you doing? How's the crew there?
Yeah.
At the Q.
We're great.
Hey, I was just calling. You just made a comment that the election didn't come out like everybody wanted around here. But apparently what everybody wanted is the majority. So how can you say it's not what everybody was looking for?
A majority doesn't mean everybody.
Just asking. Talk to you later, man. You guys have a great day.
Yeah.
Your
because it's a majority. And in El
That
Paso
doesn't
County,
mean everybody,
definitely
dude.
Kamala Harris won in El Paso County. So I said that some of you, this is what I said, some of you, it didn't turn out the way you wanted, and we're not going to be negative Nellies.
No.
Yeah, which is why I don't understand why everyone's so mad at what Nico.
Why is everybody so mad? Here's one more call.
Wait.
Hey, Mo Show, just wanted to say good morning and congratulate you on how you guys are handling the Republican win, cracking jokes, having a good time, happy, like not bitter or freaking mad or saying that this was stolen, this and that. That tells a lot about, I guess, about the Democratic Party or people that are just taking it like it is, man. And not being all freaking mad or making stuff up. I actually wanted to pinpoint that. Good job. Thank you.
All right, appreciate the call.
Yeah, nobody has come out and been like, it was a stolen election.
No, nobody yet. Nobody's saying, suck it. I mean, I guess
Well, there's some people saying
are saying
suck it.
Yeah, you're gonna hear a variety of reactions from different people today.
Nico's making new types of fans.
I mean, I'm still waiting to hear what the president of Puerto Rico, Bad Bunny, has to say about all this.
Bad Bunny?
Yeah.
So I guess I had really rankled some listener earlier.
Lady cursed like a sailor.
We lost the listener.
Well, Christian O in our app chat says, to that sour lady who called in, Nico does what he always does. He woos at everything. Yes, he has liberal views, but poking fun and being positive about the outcome is nothing to be triggered about. Your candidate won. Be happy with that. This is America.
Yeah,
yes, thank
that's
you,
a good
Christian.
point. Yeah, your candidate won. Why are you all mad?
Why are you guys mad?
Again, to repeat what Buzz said earlier, what do you want from us?
Right. Harl says, being a Trump bandwagoner is like water karate. Joanna and Nico are like political martial arts masters.
Water
Because
karate?
we are now on the Trump bandwagon.
One must flow like water. One must flow like water. One must flow like water.
Stacy
One must gather many a chi.
Stacy T says, it's really funny when people don't understand irony. Keep it up, Nico. Them not understanding is why Trump was elected in the first place. Extreme. See, I think I'm all...
I wonder, of everybody who voted for the former president yesterday, in their lives, I don't think most of those people talk about other people that way, the way that Trump does. I know some of these people. I don't think in their everyday life. Now, maybe online.
Online, maybe.
Yeah, but I bet you don't say horribly racist and offensive things to, or maybe you do.
I think they do.
Maybe now they feel like they're in a safe space to do so, and they're like, hell yeah, bitches.
Extreme on our app chat says, Nico, you have a listener for the next 4 years. Real comedy is back. Woke and cancel culture is done and over with. Yep. Let me know when you're hosting the comic strip.
You got a new fan.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
By the way, I've been meaning to read this to you since you got in today. Nico's fired. Okay, you got some more news stories?
Yeah, I got a couple.
Let's get right to it.
Let's get into some more news stories. Well, Biden's granddaughter has some good news, at least. President Biden's granddaughter is pregnant. Naomi Biden revealed the news on Election Day, posting a photo of herself in the mirror with an I voted sticker on her baby bump.
She's going to have that baby now.
Baby also. Bad news, Hunter is the father.
Damn, dude. Damn. Damn, that was good.
I'm trying to make people laugh. Hey, I'm doing everything I can.
That was good.
What do you want from us?
That was good. Well, Morgan Mullins from Gill, Colorado had a great 4th of July party, but he had leftover beer. Lots of it.
Oh, is this the pig?
Yes.
I had the video. Yeah, go ahead.
Well, okay, so he had tons of beer left over from the 4th of July party, and you're saying, well, why are you talking about that now? Well, all of that beer was just left in her garage. And recently, her pet pig, Strawberry, got into that beer.
Strawberry.
Strawberry. Sounds delicious.
Like rose hips.
This is a pig, bitch.
Hold on, I got to show you the video. Even though it's not gonna, that's not gonna do listening any good.
Yeah.
But there's the video of the drunk pig.
Yeah. So Strawberry found a case and got drunk on the beer.
Oh, that pig was crushing beers. Like the cans were crushed when he was done with.
He just throws them down.
Wait. How did he open them?
Yeah, how did he open them? Oh, he probably just bit into them. What are we talking about? He doesn't have thumbs.
Shotgun it.
Oh, my God.
They also say she is so drunk, Strawberry. Strawberry got into a case of assorted beers in the garage.
That garage looks like the aftermath of a comedy party.
She's in the back like, you got any IPAs?
This is what Nico's room used to look like sometimes when I'd go upstairs.
Shut the hell up.
That's gone.
Finger close to the button. I haven't previewed this.
Finger close to the button.
There's 3 more back here.
She got some Bud Light, it looks like.
Where's the drunk pig?
Yeah.
I thought she said finger close to the butt.
Oh my God, look at that pig.
Look at that drunk ass pig.
She's doing that thing when you're drunk, but you're trying to convince yourself you're not drunk, so you
She's
just
staring
stay still.
just staring at the floor.
Yeah, like
I'm
it's
not going to do
moving.
anything.
And maybe the room will
to
stop
see
moving.
what happens to me. By the way, that pig is big. It looks like a hippopotamus, doesn't it? Doesn't that pig look like a hippo?
Do you
kinda.
do you think the beer enriches the meat somehow?
Like you get extra savory bacon from it.
Like Kobe beef?
Look at that's how I move when I'm drunk.
Whoa! There you go, back and forth. She's weaving, she's bobbing.
That was Joanna Halloween night.
Oh, look, it's Joanna going into the toolbox.
Because he really is going to a box, guys. That's why this is funny.
Right, okay,
you really have to see that gag.
So-
That one is-
Yeah, it's a visual aid.
Does that mean pigs really do eat anything? Or does it mean the pig tasted the beer and decided he liked it? Or do pigs just love
and
anything?
beer affects pigs just like us.
Are we pigs? I think more ways than one. All right. Well, abortion protections passed yesterday in 7 of 10 states where they were on the ballot. South Dakota rejected constitutional protections for abortion, where a near total ban will remain in effect. A similar measure also failed in Florida, meaning most abortions will still be banned after 6 weeks. 8 other states, Arizona, Colorado, Maryland, Missouri, Montana, Nevada, and New York, passed measures that would amend constitutions to establish a fundamental right to an abortion. And Paul Rudd surprised voters at Villanova polling places.
I was watching CNN when this or was it MSNBC?
When Paul Rudd was at the polling place?
Yeah, I saw the reporter, and he's like, and look here, it's Paul Rudd.
Handing out snacks.
Well, yeah, the Ant-Man actor was seen handing out water for people standing in line to vote. When asked why he was doing it, Rudd explained, because it's a lot of people waiting in line for a long time, and some of them might be thirsty.
What's this I've heard about, like it's against the rules in some states to provide water for people waiting in line?
I have never heard that.
You've never heard that before?
I had heard that.
That's
Like
maybe that's a form of electioneering, like they would say. So if you maybe looked like a Trump or Harris supporter and you gave them some water, maybe they think you're trying to influence.
What if you didn't look like, you just look
what if you
like
look like Paul Rudd?
They should be giving out hot dogs when you vote instead of those stickers. This is America.
Did any? Okay, who were your poll workers at your? Did you guys go?
Grandma and Grandpa.
I had some older
some older ladies.
There's older ladies
probably been doing it for 40 years.
It probably didn't help that it was like at a senior center where I went to vote. So
really,
well, I don't think they put the seniors.
I know, but I'm just saying, like they blended in.
Hey, we've got a home already.
Listen, here's something that's a very real development. The seniors, elders,
yes,
really dominated elections, even presidential elections, national elections, state elections. Those are the people that got out and vote. I think they're still coming out to vote, but I think a lot of young people are coming out to vote too.
Oh yeah,
my daughter voted for the first time.
Oh, how'd she feel?
Oh, good for her.
Dad, that was weird.
Like, why did I even bother?
I feel like probably a lot of people,
sure.
feel like
I got a few local election results, and
because I didn't keep up with that at all.
Do you want to hear just a few of these?
Yeah.
Yes,
sure.
El Paso's District Attorney Bill Hicks, who was appointed by Governor Abbott, is defeated by James Montoya.
Oh wow, that's very surprising.
We interviewed both of those candidates, so James Montoya is going to be the next district attorney. Veronica Escobar won against her perennial challenger, such and such Armendariz Jackson.
Oh,
but listen to this. Irene Armendariz Jackson.
She's the one that put out that La Mentirosa.
La Mentirosa, La Mentirosa. But listen to this. Escobar won by 60% to 40%. That should not be anywhere near as close.
Yeah.
Gonzalez over Limon, Texas House, U.S. District 23. Was Lily Limon running for the U.S. For the Texas House?
You hear how her campaign went?
Oh.
Turned out it was lemon.
It was sour.
Yeah.
Looks like Ted Cruz is going to hang on to his Senate seat, so he will live to flee Texas in a blizzard
another day.
Critical moment again.
Do you want
Colin Allred, I don't think he was much closer than Beto was when he tried it.
Do you want to hear a neckline call that we just got?
Yeah, but don't play anymore with... Oh, my God. Look how freaking red. Here's where I drive from. Joanna, this is where I drive. Usually right here.
Yes.
I'm in Texas.
You're
I cross over to New Mexico. Now I'm in Carlsbad, Hobbs. Then I go up through, south of Lubbock. There are all these...
Okay, wait.
All of this area.
Why are you bragging about this? Joanna, I don't think I got to tell you this yet.
What?
But Buzz totally stood me up on Saturday.
No, I didn't want to drive to Midland to see Willie Barcena.
Why not?
I can call Willie on the phone anytime I want to.
But we could have. So Buzz has nothing better to do. So like Friday night, and when I'm saying nothing better to do, he doesn't have anything better.
Those
to
are
do.
his plans. Do nothing.
Yeah, do nothing is my plan. I don't know why you have a problem with that.
Because I've been concerned about you.
Oh my God! Did you guys know that there's a county in West Texas called Glasscock County?
Be careful.
Isn't that?
What do you relate?
It's brittle.
Glasscock County.
It's fragile.
My God, it does say
handle
Glasscock.
with care.
94% of the residents of Glasscock County voted for Trump.
Yeah, they did.
Anyways, how can you be bragging about driving all that way? And then I tell him, hey, let's go to Midland. It's like a 4.5-hour drive. He's like,
dude, I don't want to share a hotel room with you again. I don't want to do that.
Yes, you would have been fine doing that.
Look, Nico was trying to include you in some plans.
Yeah, try to get you out of the house. You're friends with Willie. It's a comedy show.
I had stuff to do.
I might get some stage time. I mean, it's a win for both of us.
Oh, so you didn't go out either at all?
So Nico's like, let's drive to Midland. It's only 2 hours away. It's 300 miles. You'd have to be driving 150 miles.
So like Saturday afternoon, I'm calling him nonstop to see if he would go. And we didn't. All right, here's a caller.
All right, we got to take a break
What's
soon.
going on, Buzz and the Diamond Dog?
Okay.
So it's kind of a bummer. The elections really didn't go our way this year. But there's a silver lining in any of all this.
Oh, yeah.
The Cowboys still suck. So we still got that. Have a good one, guys.
They had a lip reader analyze what Dak Prescott was saying at one point in the game on Sunday.
That's
And the lip reader, did you hear what the lip reader says Dak Prescott was saying?
Did he say, "Oh no, we suck again"?
Oh no, we suck again.
What the lip reader claimed was he said, "We f***ing suck."
Did the other player look at him like, you're the one playing?
We can break.
Are you
done?
Sure. Yeah.
With the news, that's Nico.
With the news. President Trump won the presidency, guys. I don't know.
There you go. Donald Trump's going to be going back to the scene of the crime at the White House.
What a comeback story, you know?
If there's another campaign, I won't watch it. I will watch it. If there's another debate, well, it's too late. It's too late. It used to take up all of my time. Almost made me losing my mind, but those days are through.
Stop the process.
So guys, too close to call.
I got an election hangover. I'm so glad that it's over. Election hangover.
Do we have circus tickets to give away?
We do.
We do.
Yeah.
There's a circus in town?
The circus is in town. Where the hell is my email? Hold on, I'll find it.
My mom would always threaten me if I was behaving badly that she would
was
send me
gonna
to
sell you to the circus?
Sell me to the circus, yeah.
Oh, we have a 4-pack to give away.
4-pack. The Oneida Shrine
for
Temple
tonight?
is proud to announce the all-new Shrine Extreme Circus. Featuring acts of extreme talent and jaw-dropping performances is coming to the El Paso County Coliseum today, Wednesday, November 6th through Sunday. You get your tickets, but we have some you can win. Do you know which are these specific to one show, or can people use them?
This one says they are for Wednesday night, so that's tonight. They are ready to pick up.
I'm going to bring back a game we have not played in over 20 years. It's called Radio Ping Pong. So I'm going to give you a topic, and I'm going to pick one of you to play against the contestant. I'm going to give you a topic, and you've got 5 seconds to name something before it ping pongs back to the other contestant. Okay,
yeah.
And I like to pick out things that are real rompacabezas. Joanna, what is a rompacabeza? Break your head.
A brain teaser?
Like a brain teaser. Yeah.
Okay.
You can always tell when he's been hanging out with Oli.
Here is the telephone number to call in, and let's look for caller number 10, Alberto. Good job holding down the fort in there, Alberto. The studio line number is 915-910-4995. That's 915-910-4995. This is a contest. I'm bringing out mothballs. Like, it might be a thing where you're both just
no, this sounds fun.
Stumped. Do you want to go against the contestant?
Sure, unless Joanna wants to go.
You go for it.
All right. Yeah, you go first.
Okay. It's like category. We're going to play categories?
Ladies first. Yeah, it's kind of like categories.
You bitch.
All right, let's take a break. Get caller. What did I say? 10 or 5?
I don't remember.
Alberto, what did
You
I
said
say?
10. You said 10.
Oh, okay.
Caller number 10, 915-910-4995, Radio Ping Pong for some tickets to the circus tonight.
While you're working away, we're working for you. Our job.
Drive Dirty. Get Dash at 1341 North Zaragoza Road. For more info, visit don'tdrivedirty.com.
Live from the KLAQ studios, the Buzz Adams Morning Show. Courtesy of Glasheen, Vyas, and Inderman Personal Injury Lawyers. At GVILaw.com.
Got contestants standing by for Radio Ping Pong. One I had to drag up from the basement. A game we haven't played in a long
That's
time.
cool.
Basically, I'm going to give you a really interesting topic. And Nico, since you're playing as the villain. Right?
Okay.
You're the bad
The
guy.
caller is our hero. We want him to win.
Okay, yeah.
And we'll get to this in just a moment. Radio Ping Pong. I need to let you know about code words that are coming up today and every Monday through Friday while we're doing this contest. KLAQ wants to fly you out to see Motley Crue in Vegas on April 4th. Now, here's what's included. Tickets to the April 4th concert at Park MGM. Airfare for 2, hotel accommodations. You also get the 35th anniversary Dr. Feelgood box set and $500 spending cash could be yours. Listen for code words to enter. The first one is coming up in a little over an hour at 10 a.m. Then there's going to be another one at 2 p.m., 5 p.m., and during Loudwire nights at 8 p.m. Win Motley Crue and a trip to Vegas, courtesy of Live Nation and Big Machine Label Group on 95.5 KLAQ. Hey, Alberto, what are the callers' names?
Well, caller the one that won is number 2. He's Angel.
Yeah, type those. No,
Oh.
yeah, but type those into the
sorry.
Skype. Hi, Angel.
Hello.
Hi there, Angel. How are you today?
Good morning. How you guys doing?
Doing good. So this is Radio Ping Pong. I'm going to name a topic. We're going to start with Nico, and you're each going to have 5 seconds to give an answer. Here's how we will time the 5 seconds. Are you ready?
Yes.
When that sound finishes playing, you have to name something in this topic.
Okay.
All right. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Yeah, just to make sure, it's like Nico mentioned, it's like categories, right? So
It is like categories. You guys play
colors. I've got to take color back. Okay, I just want to
No.
make sure.
Say if it was candy bars, I would say Almond Joy.
Mars Bar.
Okay.
Baby Ruth.
Good and plenty.
Reese's Peanut Butter Cups.
Oreos.
Yeah, I'm out.
I'm trying to save my.
Yeah, but you have no idea what the topic's going to be.
is.
All right, silence. Nico, our topic is sports played with a ball that don't have the word ball in them.
Okay.
All right, so you got 5 seconds on the clock. Nico, name a sport played with a ball that doesn't have ball in the word.
Highlight.
Okay,
What
you're
the
not.
hell?
What?
No, we need red
Highlight's
flag.
played with the ball.
What the hell is that?
What is
Everybody knows what highlight is.
No. what is that?
JAI. I don't even know how to spell the rest
It's
of
what
it.
the Aztecs played or something.
Boy, you
Wow.
need to check this one for veracity.
You're
Will
terrible
you look
at
up
this game.
highlight?
I'm not. Highlight
and
is a
also-
game played with a
High
ball.
Ally
Good.
is a sport involving a bouncing ball off
Okay.
a walled-in space.
Handball.
No, but then they have the thing that it's like they throw it at a wall.
What a
Fine.
great start.
Boy, Angel,
I
you
did
have
it.
sure had a lot of time to come up with what you're thinking of. So,
What are you laughing at?
I'm going to throw it over to you, Angel. Start the clock. Here we go. Radio Ping Pong. Angel, sport played with a ball without ball, the word ball in its name. I'm sorry, what's that, Angel?
Soccer.
Did you find it?
Soccer.
Yeah, soccer. That's correct.
Perfect.
Also known as football.
Nico.
Oh, Nico.
Croquet.
Yeah, I'll give you croquet. Angel.
Ping pong.
Oh, nice.
That's a good one. That's a good
Yeah.
one.
Good
By
answer,
the way,
Angel.
you can't say table tennis because he's already said it's the same
Okay.
sport. All right, so 5 seconds on the clock.
Cricket.
He took my.
Well, hold on. Clock's still running out. Angel, it's back to you. Sport play with the ball without ball in the title.
Let's go ahead and go with.
Angel.
I
Sorry.
couldn't think of one.
Sorry, Angel. But suck it.
Bowling.
I Honestly, mine were soccer, ping pong, and cricket, and then he threw me off when he stole my.
Let me throw a few
You
more
threw
at
him
you.
off balance.
These are-
Tennis,
okay.
maybe?
Tennis, rugby,
Golf.
bowling, golf.
Oh, golf.
Oh, golf! I'm a slacker.
This says hockey, but that is definitely not a ball that they play hockey with.
I was gonna go with hockey, but you can do field hockey, indoor inline hockey.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Something
But
called.
then I started thinking too much.
What is hurling?
It's where you hurl someone.
Yeah, it's when you drink so much because of the election that you throw up all over yourself.
Yeah, but somehow you have a problem with highlight.
Guys, billiards, that is a sport that has maybe the most balls. All right, Angel, you gave it a really game try, and you're the first contestant in like 25 years. So thanks for
Yeah.
trying, okay?
Good answer.
Hey, good job, Angel.
Angel did a great job. I wish I had more tickets.
Woo!
Okay, who do we have next?
I sent it in the thing.
Mondo?
Mondo. Hi, Mondo.
Hello.
Hey, I'm
Good
gonna.
morning, Mosho.
What's up?
I'm gonna tell you the topic. You heard the last game, didn't you?
Yes.
Okay. And Nico, you're gonna start.
No, Joanna's turn.
No, it's your turn.
Because I still didn't fully understand the game rules.
Nico. Musical instruments.
An oboe.
Mondo, a musical instrument.
Trumpet.
Nico.
Violin.
Mondo.
Trombone.
Nico.
Cello.
Mondo.
Baritone.
Yeah, it is.
All right. Nico.
Guitar.
Clarinet.
Clarinet.
Banjo.
By the way, if you repeat one that's already been said.
Saxophone.
Hold on a second. Time out.
Buzz can't keep up.
I can't. If you say one that has already been said, same rules as categories.
Yep.
What's
lose.
the rule? Oh.
Yeah. Nico.
Cowbell.
Okay.
Barely.
Mondo.
Flute.
What?
A flute.
A flute.
Triangle.
Drums.
Handbells.
Maracas.
The piccolo.
Bass guitar.
Yeah, no, a guitar is a different instrument. A bass guitar is different from a guitar, for sure.
Yeah.
That counts. Nico.
Xylophone.
French horn.
What'd you say?
French horn.
Oh, yeah.
Maracas.
I said maracas.
He said
already-
maracas.
Yeah.
That means
Yes, sir. Mondo.
Great job. And I'm so glad you won because we didn't have another contestant lined up.
I had it on the phone. I'm sorry.
You what?
That's what happens when you get on the Trump train, Nico. You get that scattered brain.
Got him.
Mondo's spitting fire this morning.
I got 4 years of scatterbrain.
We got 4 tickets for you. Hey, Mondo, we got 4 tickets for you. Hopefully, you take some friends or maybe you got kids, take the family, whatever it is. We're going to put you on hold for just a moment and get a little information from you. And congratulations, Mondo. You're the winner of Radio Ping Pong.
Thank you.
All right, let's take a break.
Family doesn't want to.
We'll take a break and come back with more of the Buzz Adams Morning Show on the way right after this.
Find out what's going on. Quirky facts about our region. Urgent things you need to know impacting your drive. And of course, nothing but El Paso's best rock. Oh.
Estamos prontos.
However you learn, Babbel makes it easy. Try Babbel for free at Babbel.com. BABBEL.com.
El Paso's own live and local. The Buzz Adams Morning Show. 95.5 KLAQ. The Buzz Adams Morning Show. Monday through Friday, 5 to 10. KLAQ and KLAQ HD1 El Paso. A town square media station.
All right, got a couple of spare headlines to let you know. Daniel Craig was asked who the next James Bond should be, and his answer was, I don't care. Elon Musk wants to know why Jennifer Lopez never warned us about Diddy. I don't know.
Did he?
He did. Wait, how long have the freak-offs been going on?
How old is she, Diddy?
They were together like in the year 2000, right?
Yeah, supposedly the rumors are that she saw and she was at the party.
She knew what was going on. And,
that's what the rumors are.
Okay,
I'm not saying that's true.
So what makes, and this might be kind of a rhetorical question with Diddy, what makes this anything other than an orgy? Not everybody there was consenting, and some people might have been underage.
There may have been
Remember when Carlos was on and he was telling us about the Diddy one? He was like, it's not just a normal orgy.
Oh,
he was he was like, I had to watch my back because somebody might just do something to you without you wanting them to.
Wait, but so it was a bisexual orgy?
Yeah.
Okay, if somebody was drugged, which I assume, isn't that something they do at orgies? I've never been to one.
Thank you for clarifying.
Alberto, don't they normally give you poppers or something?
How am I supposed to know?
You've never been to an orgy?
No, unfortunately not.
Alberto, as our orgy correspondent.
Yeah. Of all
I'm
the
not
orgies,
in the orgy streets, unfortunately.
So if somebody was drugged, that's criminal. If somebody was underage, that's criminal. But people do have orgies that aren't crimes, right? The Romans.
That's exactly what Roman said. That Carlos said. He's like, I've been to Roman style orgies like that. This was different.
That's more of a bacchanalia.
I think it's all about the vibes.
I think it's about the vibes. That's what he said. Yeah.
Oh, this is perfect timing. It's National Stress Awareness Day, everybody.
Wait, hold on. Do you remember that there was like a sex club on the northeast or east side?
There were a couple, and it was kind of like the same couple.
They used to hire comics.
Did they?
They did, and they would have stand-up.
They say comedy is an aphrodisiac.
Good evening, everybody. How's the fucking going?
And it was weird.
Who's drinking here? Any drinkers? Woo! How about any here? Did you do it?
You would be doing that stuff.
Don't forget to put your keys in the bowl.
You would be doing that stuff in like the main lobby room, and then you could just see people coming in and out.
You're just doing your stand-up.
Hey, and remember, don't forget to tip your servers.
Yeah. And wash your hands before you shake mine.
All right, Joanna has something about Gen Z. Yeah. You are not the youngest named generation anymore.
No, we are not.
For a long time, millennials were who everybody bitched about.
Millennials, this and that.
But now you got something else, Gen Z.
Now we
are bitch about this.
Yeah, we're complaining about Gen Z. This is the group born between 1997 and 2012.
Yeah, Gen Alpha. That's the one born after 2020.
Those are my nephews, and they are weird.
They're Gen Z?
They're Gen Alpha.
Okay.
Wait,
am I
They
Gen
were
Z?
born after 2012?
Oh, no, good point.
No.
Well, they're like on that cusp, and it's
But starting in 97?
1997 to 2012.
Okay. Yeah.
Well,
So all my kids and my nieces and everybody.
All Gen Zers?
All Gen
Let me
Zers.
ask you, do they drink?
Well, one of them probably does. There's one I'm sure probably has
Everybody
a
who
glass
has a
of wine
Gen
every now and
Zer in their life who is of age, let us know if they do drink, because in your report says that
My daughter, who just turned 18, voted for the very first time. Very proud of her.
go her.
Doesn't drink. Well, she tells me she doesn't drink, but
That's
I
what
don't
she
think
tells
she. No,
you.
I don't think she does. Because you can see on her face that she's visibly disgusted by
nice.
booze.
Okay, so weirdly enough, that's also the generation during pandemic lockdown. I think a lot of people got used to just being friends with people through Skype or Zoom. So Buzz's daughter has like several friends she talks to across the country.
And the
because
world.
she made friends that way
Right.
during the pandemic.
And so I don't know if kids are used to going out and doing the thing kids do, drinking
socially and stuff like that. This
so
new
are Gen Zs drinking more or not drinking as much?
They're drinking not as much as everyone, and they're especially not drinking as much at concerts And now a new report from Billboard says that it's impacting smaller venues when Gen Zers go to a concert and don't buy, that $12 beer.
Well, they probably barely have enough for the ticket.
Right? They're like, this is the Eras tour. It took all my savings.
This was supposed to be my down payment on a home.
Yeah.
But I'm here seeing Taylor Swift instead. I can't afford a beer.
Good for them. It's responsible.
That
That's
does
being
seem cool.
responsible. I didn't taste alcohol until I was already in college. Honestly, I'd never tasted alcohol.
Well,
before.
okay, didn't you tell? So you've told me that the church you grew up in as a Baptist, that they don't even, like, for communion, use wine. Like, they would use grape juice.
Yeah, I'd seen it in the back. It's just Welch's.
That any...
It's just what
that any alcohol was such a no-no, and it's so ingrained in Buzz to this day. When his mom comes over, he has to get rid of any sign of alcohol in his house.
And does she know Nico drinks? And does she say, well, I think he's a bad influence on you?
Yes, I think Buzz, like, she did find some bottles one time, and Buzz totally threw me...
Threw Nico under the bus?
Under the bus, yes.
That's not my Grand Marnier.
It's Nico's.
I've got here an article on BuzzFeed. I should get to use anything on BuzzFeed because my name is in it.
We must feed the buzz.
Does this have anything to do with Gen Z kids drinking in concerts?
It has to do with Gen Z.
It has to do with Gen Z.
Okay, so...
But back to that.
I was also reading a study, and I don't know if these are correlated whatsoever, but...
Was it a BuzzFeed study?
It was not.
Okay.
But it said that Japanese boys between the ages of 15 and 18... 4 out of 5 Japanese boys have not had their first kiss yet.
Between the ages of what?
15 and 18.
Oh, my God.
And they're saying that
not even from their moms?
No.
What?
I don't think that
No,
kind
like a
of
romantic
kiss.
Yeah, like romantic kiss.
Do you want me to tell you how old I was?
How old were you when you had your first kiss?
Please do tell.
God, I must.
What was his name?
17.
How old was he?
Now, was this tongue?
Christy
or
McIntosh.
Was there tongue?
Did you mac?
Oh, snap.
Wow. And it was an all new experience.
He
I didn't
macked?
know.
Did you mac with her?
I didn't know that tongue was on the menu. But
how old? Wait, you must have been like in college already.
You just said 17.
I was 17. I was a senior in high school. I got invited not to the big dance, but to the band dance. by
And
this band
who
girl.
initiated the kiss, you or her?
She.
As Buzz,
Did the JV dance.
Cute.
Millennial.
That's his first kiss.
This topic is millennial trends that are no longer cool. Oh, I got to second base too.
Oh, nice.
You know what second base is?
Boob.
Yeah.
You got some booby action.
Butt stuff.
No, that's third base, rounding third, headed for home. Millennial trends that are no longer cool, according to Gen Z. All right?
Okay.
Monochrome furniture. So do you remember this look that was popular about 10 or
millennial
15
gray.
years ago? Yeah. Monotone colors. The black, whites, and grays have never been cool. They are boring.
Wait, so what is this list of things that Gen Zers do not do?
Gen Zers think this makes you lame.
Makes
if
us
you're a millennial.
millennials look
I'm
lame.
out of this conversation because I'm Gen
'Cause you're a
X,
boomer.
baby.
I'm sorry, Target only sells gray and black.
I know that's the only thing available out there. Where am I supposed to find a funky pink sofa?
Gen Z finds this cringe. Skinny jeans.
They can take my skinny jeans out of my cold dead
A
hand.
25-year-old from Arkansas says, it reminds me of Gru from Despicable Me.
All right, well, you're in Arkansas, so.
Shut up. My skinny jeans aren't skinny jeans on purpose.
Yeah, yours are just like baggy, like hobo pants almost.
No, they aren't.
Well, no, I mean, they're
They're
not.
a straight leg.
They're straight leg, but sometimes they're too tight.
Tell your mom to get you better ones.
No, she says, no more. I'm not letting you go up a size.
This is what a 16-year-old from the U.S. says. The Jim Carrey face. People who do it are automatically cringe and cannot be taken seriously. They tend to be stuck in the 90s and refuse to grow up.
Okay, well, you're not drinking at concerts, so I'm not listening to you.
Wait, what's
the Jim Carrey face, though?
Yeah,
It's like people who are like overly animated with their, hello, what's going on? How are you doing?
Smoking.
I'm like that. That's not good.
Smoking.
Oh, cringe. I just got a cringe shiver down my spine.
Then you get into somewhere I'm not even sure that all this is English.
Okay.
The small girl and big boy thing saying things in a baby-like tone of voice. It's as if I'm talking to a person who can't seem to escape the old, really bizarre face filters off TikTok and Snapchat. Boy, these Gen Zs are uppity, aren't they?
They really are.
Acronyms.
Wait, no, did you not read the rest of it and how stupid that sounds?
Like their humor is based on using everyday words and phrases and making it worse by putting what sounds like a baby voice on it.
Small.
Sorry.
Small.
A Gen Z, a 27-year-old, so kind of on the cusp there. Really.
Okay.
Acronyms: BAY, TTYL, BRB, LOL. It is one thing to type them, but it's something else completely to say it in conversation.
I like to say
TTYL.
lols.
You like to say
lol
lols.
sometime. I'll say lol.
I say TTFN.
I say raffle.
SMH.
Raffle.
I'll say SMH too.
Wait, you'll say shaking my. You'll say SMH.
SMH.
Instead of just shaking your head.
It started unironically. Now I can't stop.
Yeah.
Like it started ironically.
Putting LOL on messages is like one of the very first things I remember from the internet era.
Yeah.
You know, when people started getting internet and LOL, and it's like, yeah, but I'm honest. Unless I do laugh out loud, I'm not going to write that I did laugh out loud.
And you never did again. Here's
Well,
one.
no, if something actually made me laugh out, I would probably, that would be such a rare occurrence. I would take the time to spell
Here's
it all out.
one that
I
if
actually,
you
I
lurked
laugh.
around chat rooms in the early 2000s, ASL.
Oh, nah, that's freaky. If someone
Audio
knows that, that's 10
sexual
bodies.
limitation. What is it?
Age, sex, location.
That's 10 bodies if they know what that is.
I don't know.
No, it's where you put your age, if you're a male or female, and your
Sex
location.
as in gender, dude.
All right. Here's
It's not what I meant.
Here's what somebody wrote. I'm actually an elder millennial born in 1983. I've hated the term adulting since the first time I heard it. In my 20s, I felt like older generations already had a hard time taking us seriously. Adulting makes you sound like a baby.
Thanks.
Okay, well, I will continue to say adulting as long as I keep adulting. And I hate it.
Gen Z, things they're calling out you millennials for being so cringy. God,
Hold on.
It seems like just yesterday, everybody was dumping on the millennials for
These
everything.
kids don't get it.
They
Life
still
hasn't
are.
beat them up yet.
Those Gen Zers hate us.
Here's what
You're just taking all the fun out of the world, Gen Z.
taking photos of your food and posting it on social media. Nobody cares what you ate, how many bowel movements you had, or what you were thinking. Not everything should be shared with the world. Boy, that sounds like that could be
generation
a.
is very like,
Wait, go up. Look at the age of that person.
It's a 46-year-old.
Wait a minute.
You're not Gen Z.
Apparently, not all of them are.
Well, then either a Gen Z or a 46-year-old would not know that growing up with an Easy Bake Oven was amazing. And
Yeah.
now that we can take pictures of food, we will do so.
Those things actually got hot. Like I accidentally touched
yeah, that little
touched
light
my
bulb?
leg on it. Like I didn't have one,
Did
but
it singe off your
I think it was
leg?
my cousin's. You know. Okay, so
More like difficult bake.
So, 15-year-old says statement necklaces. They are bulky, overwhelming, and just impractical.
What the hell is a statement?
I loved a good statement necklace.
Yeah.
I don't have one.
I mean, that.
I don't wear them anymore, but I still have some.
I may have had a puka shell necklace at one
Hell
point.
yeah.
Did you really?
Totally. That's so 2005 right there.
Here's a 16-year-old has a message for you millennials.
Okay.
It's not a doggo. You're 30. You don't do a thing. You had a baby. Once again, you're 30. Please stop talking like you're 6. That's from a 16-year-old.
I love the ones where they're like, I did a thing, and it's just somebody who like cut their hair or something.
Oh, I did a thing.
What?
You're supposed to.
Yeah.
God,
I did a thing. It's such a make like an announcement.
Okay.
20-year-old from Illinois says, cringy thing about you millennials, side parts, because they only look flattering with certain features or face shapes. And it often looks too unbalanced.
Okay, well,
Nico
if you
is
don't
to
look
the-
good in a side part, just say it.
I have.
Although
I think I have a side part.
I
right?
have not done a side part in like years,
Wait,
and
is
now
that
I just
for
do like
men?
a middle part.
It doesn't give the age here, but let's assume it's a Gen Z who says the adult fans of Disney thing is just so creepy.
This generation sucks. What the hell? They just
What,
don't
you
like
just want to
sand.
sit in your home,
That's a
not
new take
drinking?
that's coming
What are you
up.
doing with your lives?
That's a new take that's coming up against Disney adults.
What?
Disney adults are getting a lot of hate.
I've always found it a little off-putting.
Yeah,
That's because you don't have joy in your life.
I've never been to Disneyland either.
That's sad.
Okay, you see.
Yeah, how are you both a Gen Z in your body, Buzz?
And a boomer.
And like an old man.
You need to hear a whole new world in the.
I feel like
the
It's
thing.
a Small World will change your life.
That's true. It will also creep you out.
So, millennial here. Here are a few things I've heard from my Gen Z coworkers with my own personal commentary. Skinny jeans. I like my skinny jeans. I like how they feel and how they look. Side parts. It's either I wear a side part or look like a Benedictine monk because I'm balding.
That's not a side part. That's a comb over.
That's a comb over.
Nico didn't write
From
that
an
down.
expert.
Number 3, open-toe shoes. We ruined this one for ourselves. We joked a little too much about feet pics.
Yeah, that's why I don't wear open-toe shoes anymore. If you want to see that, you got to pay.
Now, if you're, listen,
What's up?
I believe in gender equity
Yes.
as much as the next person.
So I should be able to wear my open-toed shoes all the time.
No, ladies should. Men, nobody wants to see
They
your toes.
should.
Lady,
No.
They can.
I'm not going to give these out for free.
Let's
You
see.
got to pay.
Gender
Wait,
equity.
you got 'em all
You
covered
just
up?
said it.
I'm all covered up in a
Prude.
boot.
Let our toes free.
What a tease.
$20.
You want to hear some of the audio from last night?
Okay.
Let's tune in.
And now, the next president, Donald J. Trump.
We did it, people. We did it. I am your glorious president once again. It was a bloodbath, but we did it. They tried to assassinate me twice, but I ducked and beat the bullet, people.
Yeah.
Melania, your queen, is here by my side, America.
Is she?
January 20th, we get down to business because we won. We beat the fake news and the woke mob and even the French fryer at McDonald's. Plus, I'm not going to jail, and I won't have to pay hundreds of millions of dollars in fines. But most importantly, let me say it, Kamala, you're fired. Thank you, America.
This has been President-elect Donald Trump.
Hey, it's Daniel Paulus. I'll be along starting at 3 with everything from GNR to STP.
The greatest tool, your price tool at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law. Not available in all states.
They make you laugh every day. They keep you up to date on all the news. They're just fun to listen to.
Buzz Adams, mornings on the Q.
Buzz, what a cute little face.
This is the morning show on 95.5 KLAQ.
Hey, Steve just got back from getting a haircut. In fact,
Oh, nice haircut.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
he didn't just get a haircut, he got all of the cut. Dad joke of the day.
Thank you. Listen, it's, here's
Hey,
my
Alberto's been doing a great job today.
thing. Good. Is he reading news?
Nobody's leaving his microphone off.
Oh, there you go. He's learning. He's learning. That's what it's all about.
I have a few phone calls. We had a complaint in the app chat that we're not talking about the election enough.
I can't
I
believe
mean, we did
someone
an
thinks
hour
that.
straight. We did an hour straight, and if you tune in
Yeah.
after we've done that, maybe you hear
Nico
that.
and I are fully in on these next 4
Trump
years.
2024.
Trump
Well,
2024.
You know why? Because when the secret police he creates comes out, I don't want to be on any list. So
Exactly.
See, I don't have that worry.
No, white man.
I would fit right in.
Yeah.
At like a Charlottesville rally.
You're going to need to get like an American flag on your car.
You're gonna need a tiki torch.
Truck nuts would be a good idea at this point. Just anything to throw them off.
On the scent.
It has secretly been my. Let's take a few of these calls because
Okay.
most of them are pretty positive. Even people who may not see eye to eye with us,
Sure.
politically, but most of the calls today have been, and the ones that aren't, I'm not playing that. I mean, I'll play the call, but you're not going to get a rise out of
Did you screen them?
me. Sort of.
Okay.
I'm not going to give anybody the satisfaction of getting a rise out of me because I still think this is the greatest country in the world, and that in 4 years America will still be here, and there's work to do. All right.
Hey, Buzz, don't know if you remember me. This is Sid from Fort Bliss. I just want to say, hey, I appreciate the congratulations for Trump's win. I think that was a pretty class act. You have a good day.
Oh,
hey.
Thanks, man. Hey.
Oh.
I got to tell you, I really want an explanation for why Kamala Harris booked it from her election watch party.
What a wimpy move.
Not a good look there on the way out, and you're just gonna. And people were still sticking around waiting for her to talk because they couldn't believe she wasn't.
They were
gonna talk.
telling people, "You just go home."
I heard last night on the coverage. I think they called it an amateurish move. That was the word they used. Amateurish.
Petty.
Yeah,
it's amateur. No, it was really amateur because
fragile.
I've watched all the episodes of The West Wing, and Jed Bartlett would never do that.
He's going out there whether it's good news or bad
news. That's right.
All right.
Good morning. To the victor goes the spoils, and it's like you say, Buzz. We've got to move forward. We still live in the greatest country with some of the best people in the world, and now I'm more concerned about some of these initiatives that passed here locally, and the increase of the property taxes. My God, I mean it's significant. A significant addition to what we already have. But again, thank you guys. Always do a great job.
Okay, so I don't know if you guys covered this earlier. Do we know what the props that passed were?
everything but the Coliseum passed.
Oh, good.
And the Coliseum.
I did not vote for the Coliseum.
Listen to this. The Coliseum.
Did you vote on that, or did you vote no?
I voted no for the Coliseum.
I voted no for the Coliseum.
God, I voted yes. By the way, the Coliseum voted no. It was voted no by 712 total votes. That's how close.
That's how close it was. Wow.
It was like 50.2 to 49.
So to put that in perspective, imagine the crowd at the Sun Bowl for the Miners game on Saturday. All of those people had gone out and voted. They would have saved the county Coliseum.
So you know what? I had to look at one of them because there were so many propositions about like giving money and raising money, and I assume raising taxes. I was like, I can't vote for all of these. We can't give this much money for all of them. So I had to look for.
Somebody called in and they made a good point, and I mulled it over and I thought about it. We pay high taxes compared to the rest of the state, and we're one of the poorest cities.
Right.
Why do I want to vote for more taxes? What are you doing with that money that we have already approved?
I will say the coroner's office, we need that infrastructure. We have to have that kind of stuff. For the UMC, I wish I had been able to talk to my...
Was it coroner's? Medical examiner.
Medical examiner. I wish I had been able to talk to my friend Adrian, who's a nurse at with Texas Tech and UMC, and was talking about like the administration for the hospital, how they're supposed to be getting... Did you hear about this scandal, Buzz?
No.
That the administration for UMC, the president, all them, were getting these outrageous bonuses. Did you know about this, Steve?
No.
So I wish we had been able to talk about that. But I think
like animal shelter, fine. I think that's you know there are certain things that yes you could look at and say Parks and Rec. I mean, again, I always look at our local parks and believe that.
Well, that was supposed to actually help a scout at the. I think they were going to do it so that.
Man, when I was a kid, the only playground in town had a nail on the teeter-totter. The wood had split
right
apart,
where you
so
sat.
they fixed it with a nail. And there was a slide that had like a little jagged piece at the very end, so you had to raise your leg at the last minute, or else you cut your leg open on the jagged piece of metal.
Right.
Was that back in the days when you would drink hose water after a long day and need something to drink? You wouldn't go get your bottled water or something. You just go grab it right out of a hose.
Yeah. It's funny. Every time it comes up that I have a message from Alberto Urueta, it always throws me for a loop.
Alberto, did you know that Buzz had been messaging you thinking that it was Joanna?
You guys use Skype to transfer your messages?
That's exactly what I said.
What do you use?
Oh, I've been using Facebook Messenger for the last 15 years.
Probably would be
Buzz
easier.
and I aren't friends on Facebook, so we don't do that.
Facebook Messenger is the easiest. That is the easiest way to communicate.
It
Why
really
would you?
is. Alberto, you and I need to communicate that way.
If I got a Facebook Messenger, I could tell you that eventually some video would catch my eye, and I'd find myself in like watching 100 videos about
down a rabbit hole.
Yeah, down a rabbit hole.
Hey, genius! I got news for you. You've got Facebook Messenger.
He just doesn't get on Facebook.
Muchacho.
Yeah, but once you go to Facebook, there may be no getting out.
Buzz and I can't do that.
Can
we're not
I just say this? Okay, listen. I am the worst on Facebook, and I mean this. Like, I will go on.
Are we just not doing Meta? Like,
no, it's
we're
Facebook.
not doing Meta.
It's like Twitter's X. It's Twitter. So when I'm on Facebook, I don't. All I do is I look at my calls. So I miss other messages from people. I never look at posts. Heck, my wife. I'm like a deadbeat husband because half the time she tags me and I never see what's even being said. I only use Facebook as a call screening. And here's the reason: because I know that if I get on Facebook, I will never be able to get off. It's one of those things where, yes, you keep looking and looking and looking, and the next thing you're like, 2.5 hours. Where did that time go? So, I just use it for call screening, and that's about it.
So I have to say that a lot of the calls have been cordial. Even people who are happy. There have been, a few who that are just really wanting to rub it in. It's not a football game, dude. It's not like your team beat my team.
Is that like a Cowboys game?
I think people think of it that way. A lot of people think of it as tribal politics.
I see that as a really childish way of looking at things.
Right.
Good morning, Buzz. You having a happy day? Say good morning to your new president, Donald J. Trump. I hope you realize how worthless all the lies and twisted commentary you have tirelessly spewed out through the years really is. I hope you know El Paso will always know better than to trust you on anything. May this day aggravate you forever. Have a good one.
Why are you so mad?
You sound angry, dude.
Why do you sound so mad? And you won. You sound more depressed than I do.
Candidate.
I like at the very end, though. Have a good one.
Yeah, have a good one. I hope you remember. Dude, people are going to listen.
El Paso knows better than to trust you. I wonder if that's the dude that's putting around those stickers.
Oof. Oh, yeah. No, I don't want to discourage that. That's free advertisement.
Somebody find us those stickers.
Alberto let me know that we have a call on the line and that it's Bertrand who has a question for Steve. Hello, Bertrand.
Yeah, you can get back to the political talk in a second. But, Steve, I want to ask you a question. Can you tell me, I know this Coach Scotty, he's a good man, good coach and all that. He's given his best effort. But, Steve, tell me what it was that Mike Price and, the athletic director when Mike Price was there.
Bob Stoll.
What did Bob Stoll and Mike Price have that gave them the opportunity for success at UTEP that every other coach after lacked?
So it's interesting you say that, right? And I'll tell you why, Bertrand. And by the way, call the afternoon show for once. And you never call in when I'm on air on 600.
And he needs the phone calls. I'm flush with phone calls.
Yeah, Bertrand, if you don't mind,
begging.
Throw it in the afternoons because it's a great question. Because remember this. When Mike Price arrived, he took the Gary Nord players that he inherited, and he won 8 games out of the gate the first 2 years and went back-to-back bowls, okay?
I do want to say, and you don't hear too many people defending Gary Nord very often, but he had built that team over the previous 4 years.
Yeah, but he just couldn't win. That was the issue. Yeah. And the interesting thing is that after those 2 seasons, Mike Price was never able to replicate those first 2 years that he had at UTEP. He was always competitive, and he put a lot of points on the board, but I always felt that the Miners should have taken all the money they made those first 2 seasons and invested it back into the football program. And Bertrand, they didn't do that. Defensively, if you gave Mike Price half a decent defensive coordinator after those first 2 seasons, they would have been like Boise State. They would have won 10 games every year because they could score a ton of points, but they never had the defense to match the offense. So
I think this is worth mentioning. Mike Price was going to be the coach of the Alabama Crimson Tide.
Yep.
He already had the job locked down, so there was some cachet that came with that.
Absolutely. And by the way, Mike Price is without a doubt the best coach that UTEP has had over the years because of his instant impact and the fact that they were always competitive. The defense was the issue, never really the offense.
David Lee, baby.
So, but to answer your question, what did they give him? I don't think they gave him anything. I think he just came in with a good coaching staff and they were able to get the players to buy in.
I think he, and this trickled down through the coaching staff, he had 2 of his sons on the coaching staff, but
you're right, Aaron and Eric
demonstrated such leadership ability. Mm-hmm. It makes you realize how he got that job and lost it. Job at Alabama.
That's true.
The golden apple of college coaching.
Bertrand, you know what my favorite story about Mike Price is, and nobody knows this, but the second year when they went bowling for the second year in a row, he showed up to his media press conference wearing bowling shoes, a bowling shirt, and then had an orange bowling ball, and he rolled it down the Durham Center where we would have our press conferences to show everybody that we're going back to being bowling. And I was like, it was the coolest thing. Like, here's Mike Price rolling a bowling ball that's orange right down the hallway, telling everybody, we're bowling, baby. And that,
how about the pickaxe out of the tunnel in the middle, not on the field, in the middle of the stadium, and the players would come in, and Mike Price would be leading with the pickaxe. Oh, I think we might have lost Bertrand.
He was laughing at that bowling comment, and he hung up.
Okay.
But they were ranked in the top 25. They were on ESPN. They were doing features on UTEP. People forget 20 years ago the impact. He made them relevant. They haven't been relevant since, and that's what Mike Price was able to do. But again, right place, right time. Bob Stoll won the lottery. He capitalized on the scandal, brought him here, and he resurrected the program for the first couple of years that he was here.
We got to take a break, but the first ever college football playoff rankings
as 12 teams. Because remember, this is the first time we're having a 12-team playoff. We've had the 4 before. Now we have 12.
Yeah, but did they do CFP rankings at this point in the season? All right. Well,
but we just never had it with the way it is now with the 12 teams. That's the new one.
So Ohio State is number 2, but they don't have a bye.
That's right.
Despite being number 2.
Yeah, there's a reason.
Teams below them that do have a bye.
There's a reason
we'll
for that.
We'll answer that when we come back.
Okay, looking forward to it.
More with Steve Kaplowitz on the way right after this.
Hey, it's Chuck, your host for Loudwire Nights. Tonight at 7, we will rock the borderland with the best rock ever made and the best rock being made. Special guests, birthday and anniversary celebrations, and every night at 10,
restaurant 69 East across from the Cielo Vista Mall and 1499 Lee Trevino.
Live from the KLAQ studios, the Buzz Adams Morning Show. Courtesy of Glasheen, Vyas, and Enderman Personal Injury Lawyers at GVILaw.com. Sports. The Buzz Adams Morning Show presents Go Sports Go. Brought to you by the Viva Auto Group. Viva makes it happen.
All right, and Steve Kaplowitz is with us from our partner station, 600 ESPN El Paso. Let's talk about a couple of things. So the college football playoff rankings are out, and it's got some people scratching their head over a number of things.
Let's talk about
Ohio State is, it's Oregon, then it's Ohio State, 1 and 2. Ohio State doesn't have a bye.
That's right.
But there are other teams ranked lower that do have byes.
Can I explain why?
Well, let me play this clip from Reese Davis.
Okay.
And his stab at it.
The top 2 teams, it's pretty easy. Ohio State is number 2. They would host Boise State to start. Again, this is worth pointing out. Ohio State ranked number 2, but because they would not be a conference champion in this projection, can't be seated in the top 4, that would push them down to the spot that Joey said a couple of weeks ago that would be coveted. And, of course, the number 1 team in the land, the team that beat Ohio State by a single point, the Oregon Ducks.
All right, let's see if you can do a better job of explaining this.
Okay, so Oregon is number 1 and Ohio State is number 2, but they're in the same conference. Okay, and the new format for the college football playoffs state that conference champions must be the top 4 seeds in terms of the byes. Like, you can't get a bye unless you are a conference champion. So if you have 2 teams, 1 and 2, in the same conference, you're only able to get 1 bye, and that's Oregon because they're the number 1 team.
And Oregon's played Ohio State. Do either one of those teams have a loss on their record?
Yeah, Ohio State's already got a loss.
Okay.
Yeah. In fact, Oregon's undefeated. They're still perfect. And Ohio State, so far this season, has 1 loss, and that was Oregon, and they lost 32-31.
I mean,
so you
it's
lose
a
by 1
point,
point.
and you don't
lose
get
by
a
1
bye.
point. Well, but again,
because they're in the same conference.
Think about this, okay? Now, normally the SEC is considered the best conference in college football. And it's the same thing. If you had 2 teams in the SEC, like, for example, Alabama and, well, one of the other great teams in the AC, Tennessee, and they're also in the top 4. Well, you can't have two teams like from the same conference with buys. The idea is you want to reward conference champions. There's only 4 conferences that are in the Big Four now. So every conference champion, whether it's the Big 12, Big 10, ACC, SEC, those champions all get the buys. So, and it's like, and I'll tell you something else. This mirrors the NFL because let's say the 2 best teams in the AFC are both from, for example, the AFC West. Let's just say, for argument's sake, you've got the Chiefs and you have, we'll go Chargers, and they both have the best overall record in the AFC. The Chiefs are going to get the bye if they're the number 1 team, and the team that finishes second, even if they got the best overall record besides the Chiefs, they're not getting a bye
because they didn't win.
They didn't win the division. The division, right? So it's the same formula like you're doing for college football, like you'll be doing for all the professional sports.
You know, I love sports, but I hate when it seems like a math class.
Well, does that? But just realize they're rewarding conference champions. That's all you got to know.
Hey, how's your fantasy teams doing?
Well, I told you about the guillotine league where I got chopped, right?
Yeah.
I talked about that already.
Yeah.
So that sucks. The other team, they're okay, not bad. I'm better in baseball. Baseball this year was good. Won a lot of money. Very happy with that. And yes, that treated me well.
Nice. This illustrates to me how much even Cowboy fans have given up on the Cowboy season. Nobody's talking about Dak went out with an injury and he might be out for a few games.
He could be going on IR.
Injured reserve.
Yeah,
right.
that means he misses a minimum of 4 games.
Isn't it? Have you gotten calls about that?
Oh, yeah.
You know, because normally it'd be like, oh, we lost our quarterback, and it just seems like a big nothing now.
Let me say this, and I'm again, I've talked a lot about this on air. Jerry Jones has ruined the Cowboys, and I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you why. Okay, I'm going to tell you why. Number 1, Dallas could not sign a quality free agent running back this offseason because they claimed they had no money to do so because Dak's contract was costing them so much money against that salary cap. They had no room. They had no money to bring in a Derrick Henry, who's having a great season in Baltimore right now, okay? So because of that, or Saquon Barkley or anybody else. So the Cowboys had no money because of Dak Prescott's contract. So you know what they did? They gave him $60 million a year for the next 4 years after this year, a crazier contract. And now, not only is this team 3-5, but he's having a terrible season. He's going to probably miss the next 4 weeks. The Cowboys are going to miss the playoffs, and you're stuck with him until 2028 because you just gave him $231 million guaranteed out of that $240 million. Had the Cowboys just said, you know what? Dak is not holding out. We're going to let him finish this season. We'll readdress his contract situation after the year.
Right.
And let's just say the same situation right now. They're 3-5. They're having a terrible year. He's hurt. He's not playing well. One of 2 things will happen. Either A, you'll keep him after this season for a discount because you'll say, Dak, you didn't have a good year. We can't pay you the kind of money you want. So if you want to stick around with us, you know what? You're going to have to take less. Either that happens or they let him walk, go someplace else, and they bring either a top draft pick in as a quarterback like everybody's doing, or they go find themselves another quarterback in free agency. That would have made sense. So for Jerry Jones, who was bidding against himself. There was nobody else in the league even wanting to do this to Dak, to give him this kind of money before the season started. And now you know the next 4 years are going to be hell because they're paying so much money to Dak. They're going to have no money to build around him.
And you know
it's
who's going to
Jerry's fault.
suffer as much as anybody else? Dak.
Well, yeah. Well, but listen. Dak could have told Jerry.
He can cry into his $60 million.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. Dak could have told Jerry, I'll take less because I want it to be structured to where we can keep more players and build a better team around me, which is what Patrick Mahomes has done in Kansas City.
That's why Patrick Mahomes isn't the highest paid quarterback in the NFL, and Dak Prescott is. Highest paid player of all time in the NFL.
Dak Prescott cannot win you the games consistently. Dak Prescott is not one of the top 10 quarterbacks in the NFL right now.
Prescott, and it's intercepted. Prescott looking in zone. That one's picked off. Prescott over the middle in traffic, and it's intercepted. Here's Prescott, and that is going to be picked off.
You know, we can rebuild him, make him better, faster, stronger. Mr. Jones, with all due respect, we can't pay him any more money. We're paying him $60 million a year. Hogwash. Give me my credit card. All right.
Dak Prescott is the $60 million man. Already showing.
All right, so going into...
and by the way, what Dak should do after this season, here's what he should do. He should tell Jerry, you know what? Let's restructure the deal. And let's figure out a way to make it work.
If he cared about the team.
If he cared about the team, exactly. And say, you know what? This is not going to work. We're not going to compete to win a championship. The salary is going to hinder this team. I've got to rework this deal. It'll never happen, but that's what they should do.
You remember the phone went off. It totally wrecked my train of thought.
So I have a comment from one of our listeners in our app chat. Sammy of the Bull says, please read my text to Steve Nico. Screw Trump. What I want to know is how many Cowboy fans are going to be wasting their money on barbecue and beer this weekend versus the Eagles. All hail to the Commanders' first place in the NFC East.
Commanders, what a season they're having. By the way,
let's talk about this real quick. Number one is going to be the Kansas City Chiefs. 8-0, but none of them have been a blowout. They've all been kind of close.
They know how to win, Buzz. They know how to win.
The
Woohoo, Super Bowl bound Commanders. That's what he says.
Detroit Lions 7-1.
Great story there.
Yeah, and they have really turned things around in Detroit, where where the fans there have suffered
for years,
agonizingly.
They deserve to go. They deserve to go to a Super Bowl.
Number 3, the Baltimore Ravens. The record is 6-3, but that's good enough to be number 3 in the power rankings.
They started 0-2. They won 6 of their last 7.
Minnesota Vikings are still in there. If anybody can look up a post-game interview they did with Aaron Jones.
Great interview.
Talked about with his sombrero and everything.
And El Paso.
And it just makes you realize
how good he is.
And what a treasure for this town Aaron Jones is.
And how you root for Aaron, no matter what.
Buffalo Bills 7-2.
Yep.
Come in at number 5 on the power rankings. And the Steelers at number 6, followed by the Packers. And then the Commanders.
I would have the Commanders higher than 8. And it's just because Jaden Daniels has really transformed this team into a winner. And by the way, rookie quarterback. So it just goes to show you, if the Cowboys end up finishing with a top 5 worst record, and they could have drafted a franchise quarterback and rebuilt their team the way Washington has rebuilt theirs, all of a sudden you're not paying the rookie for 4 years because he's got a rookie contract. You have money to spend around him, and you've actually made your team better. That's the problem. Jerry was afraid. He was afraid to lose Dak, and he figured, I'd rather overpay for Dak and screw the team because we can't build around him, but at least we keep our franchise quarterback. And that's how, unfortunately, again, Cowboys fans, you have 4 more years. 4 more years of this after this season, and they're going to be miserable.
Steve, have you ever been to a Commanders game? You haven't caught them since they became the Commanders.
No.
I wonder if they tell people you can't come in if they bring the name that you...
Redskins.
Just say it, the Redskins.
Just say the Redskins.
If somebody wears a headdress, do they tell them you can't...
I don't know. That's a good question.
You can't bring your tom-toms.
What about the Hogs? Remember the Hogs?
Yeah.
Fans would bring the fans would bring the pig noses, and I don't know about all that stuff. That's a good question.
Okay.
Hey, in our app chat, Chappie says, and I have to do this because it's important. Trump, baby, please have Nico repeat the results. I will buy everyone on the show Texas Roadhouse. You said it, Chappies. You said it. Donald Trump won. Trump.
Hey, Show Edgar here. So going back to the quarterback situation with the Cowboys, I've seen a trend in NFL teams doing that with quarterbacks. Yeah, Denver did it last year or 2 years ago with Russell Wilson. Gave him a huge contract extension without even proving himself. I feel like the Jets did the same thing with Aaron Rodgers. So, I don't know. Curious to see what Steve has to say about that. Take care, guys.
All right.
Well, the thing with Rodgers, they only gave him 2 extra years. So it's not like, and it was really like year by year. So the Jets are not locking them down for 4 years with Aaron Rodgers. Dak, after this season, gives him 4 guaranteed years of 2. See, the thing is this. You could have signed him to a 4-year contract and made 30 or 40 million of the 260 guaranteed, or 240. 231 guaranteed $1 million. That's a ton of money. That means you're not going to get rid of him.
All right, thank you, Cappy. We gotta go.
See you mañana, everybody. So long, farewell, on wiedersehen. I like to stay and taste my fresh champagne. Hasta la vista.
Let's end this meeting on a high note.
What did I miss?
Oh, I can't believe I missed it.
Did you miss the Buzz Adams Morning Show today?
I missed everything.
Just use the KLAQ mobile app. That way you can listen to Buzz on demand.